now watching I Shot Him 6 Times YouTube horror movie channel.
I shot him 6 times.
Oh, my mic was muted. I muted my mic. Great intro. Great start to the damn stream. Let's get it. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to I Shot Him 6 Times YouTube Horror Movie channel. As you know, I'm your host and creator of the channel, Marcus. If you have not done so already, shoot this stream a like. It definitely helps out with the YouTube algorithm a ton, as well as share it on your social medias. As well as if you happen to be a new subscriber to a new viewer to the channel, please shoot that subscribe button as well as that notification bell so you get all the latest content updates to the channel. I know a lot of you have already been hitting up the comment section. I am sorry for the delay. Me and Carey were having a great conversation in the background, just catching up. It's been a while since we were able to, do a live stream together. I think, it was the last time we got to do a live stream together was the Scream 6 Glow Party. So I'm really excited to have Carey on here with me tonight. As you guys know, as you guys read in the thumbnail and by the notification in the community tab, we are doing a live watch party of the movie Seven, starring Brad Pitt, starring Morgan Freeman, Kevin Spacey, and Gwyneth Paltrow. If you have not seen this movie, I will make sure nobody spoils anything in the comments for you guys. So, guys, if we have any viewers that have never watched Seven before, please do not spoil anything for them. Guys, this movie is a classic. It's underrated, in my opinion. It does not get enough love. I know a lot of people in the community have talked about it, but I'm just talking like just in general. Like, this movie, in terms of a psychological thriller, is just amazing. The performances are off the charts from Brad Pitt, Morgan Freeman, the entire cast. And I'm just really excited to be here with you all tonight, as well as Carey when I bring her in here and have this watch party tonight. Now, I know I said in my last live stream, usually Wednesdays are going to start being the watch party nights. However, I'm actually going to be working this Wednesday because I'm going to be out of town all weekend. So I'm not going to be working at Texas Frightmare. So Wednesday night was not a go for a watch party this week. However, we are here tonight, and I'm going to bring our guest in here. Everybody, you guys know her as Carey Craves Cinema. I like to call her Triple C. Carey, what is going on, my friend? How are you doing tonight?
Hello, what is up? How funny is it that we had 7 people when we're about to watch Seven?
Right. Isn't that crazy? And it's funny, before we went on our detour, we were going to start the stream at 7. Like, it's crazy, but that just means it is meant for us to watch this movie and all be here together here on this beautiful Monday night and enjoy watching this fantastic psychological thriller that, in my opinion, just doesn't get the recognition as a classic that it deserves. I know a few of us here in the community, as I stated a couple minutes ago, have mentioned it, briefly and stuff. But when I hear about psychological thrillers and stuff, in my opinion, Seven doesn't get brought up at the top of the list enough. And this movie is just top to bottom. It's amazing. Yeah. What are your thoughts on Seven, Carey, before we hit the comment section, see who was all in here, and then start the movie?
Oh my God. Can I just say, I love the concept of Seven. I love the fact that it is the 7 deadly sins. And I love that the killer literally has deaths based upon each and every sin. And the ending, I mean, come on. The ending is just amazing.
Right.
And the actors are phenomenal.
Absolutely. As well as it has one of the most iconic and most memorable quotes of all time. What's in the box? What's in the box? Come on. That is just, oh man, it's incredible. Absolutely. In my opinion, and this is just maybe me because I lean towards more of the horror type thriller genre. Yeah. But for me, out of all the movies I watched Brad Pitt playing, to me, this was his best performance because this was the side of him that we've never seen before. We've never seen him play in these type of movies.
Nope.
And he was phenomenal, like absolutely phenomenal.
Brad Pitt.
Right. Absolutely. And then I mean, can you say enough about Morgan Freeman? Like,
No, you can praise him until the cows come home. He is amazing.
yes, absolutely. Another movie that, I want to bring up that has Morgan in it as well as Ashley Judd that I wouldn't mind doing a watch party maybe here in the future as well as Kiss the Girls.
Yep, I knew you were gonna say that.
Yes, yes. And Along Came a Spider. Those were two good movies.
Right along came a spider. I love it.
Yes, absolutely. Morgan, I feel like Morgan is just like such the perfect actor for these type of murder mystery detective, type movies. Like I really enjoy seeing his work in these type of movies. I feel like him as well, when he gets to do these type of movies, he really elevates his game.
Hell yeah. And I mean Shawshank Redemption too.
Right.
I mean, he was incredible
Right.
in that.
Absolutely. Him and Tim Robbins.
I was so
Tim
glad.
Robbins?
Oh yeah, Tim Robbins.
Okay, I had to make sure I was right for a second. Like, wait a minute, because it's been so long since I watched it.
No, I loved that movie.
Oh yeah, that's a classic. Just like The Green Mile.
Oh my god, I just watched that one recently.
Oh yeah, Green Mile is really good. But of course, before we start the movie, talking about these actors, we cannot forget the outstanding and just iconic, phenomenal job that Kevin Spacey did in this film. Like, that guy, when you talk about tapping into that type of character, he fits everything. The facial expressions, the eeriness, just that aura. He has that creepy aura about him where he's so subtle but so dangerous. And I love that. I kind of feel like in this movie, right now, I don't know if this movie came out before The Usual Suspects, but I feel like there's a parallel with Kevin Spacey in both those films where you see him tap into these darker characters and stuff. And I love it. I think he is, again, just like Brad and Morgan in this movie, they were perfect for this film. I don't think you could draw together a better group of cast to perform in this film.
No, they're a dynamic duo.
Absolutely. I agree with that. 1000%. Okay, so I'm going to get to some of you guys' chats here. I appreciate you guys all hanging out and waiting for me and Carey to come in and start the stream. Love you guys. You guys are so patient, honestly. Wayne Turner saying, hi all, it is 9:09 a.m. Tuesday here, Sydney, Australia. I will most likely be popping in and out of the stream. I know this was a little bit earlier, Wayne, so I greatly appreciate the comment, my friend, and I hope you're having a blessed day, man.
Yes, I agree. Wayne is the best.
Oh, now this is interesting, being that we just got off the Kevin Spacey topic. I don't know if Wayne's joking or not, but Wayne says, I hear Kevin Spacey wasn't really acting in this. He was being himself. Wow.
I think he was joking, to be honest, because there's been some allegations against Kevin.
That's right. Yeah, I did forget about that. That's right. Yeah. Okay. Okay, Wayne. I see where you're going. That's a good one. That's a good one. Okay, so, I think it jumped on me. Oh, no, we're good. Okay. Jason, the nice one. What's going on, man? I hope you're having a great night.
What's up?
Million, what's going on? If you're still in the chat, my friend, thank you for coming in and watching some 7 Watch Party with us. It's going to be a fun night.
What's up, Millie?
Hey, Ryan, what's up, man? XV Ryan saying, what is up, buddy? Thanks so much for the email, bro. Means a lot. Yeah, absolutely, man. Thank you for the email. Don't thank me. You thank yourself, man, because in all honesty, your kind words, just like everybody else here in this community, and your love and support is what makes me keep going. So, man, don't thank me for the email, bro. Thank yourself. Honestly, I greatly appreciate the kind words, honestly.
It's so sweet.
Wayne, I don't know if you're talking to me or Carey, but Wayne says, I thought you had committed one of the 7 deadly sins.
I do every day. Sloth.
I was about to say, I'd like to think we kind of all do every day. There's at least one of them.
Yeah, for me it's Sloth.
That's right, Million Triple C. That's right. We got her here tonight. Yes, absolutely, Jason. This is truly one of the best. Classic. Yes, I agree.
I agree.
Wayne Turner saying, I have watched this so many times, possibly 7 times. One of the big debates around this movie, what genres this counts in. I kind of put it in between both.
Crime, thriller, psychological.
Yes, and you can
Murder
maybe,
mystery.
yep, even a sprinkle of horror. Because see, this is the thing about
Definitely
thrillers.
horror, yeah.
Yeah, this is the thing about thrillers is that it's still in a horrifying setting. And you're dealing with somebody who's a serial killer. That's horrifying. So it has the perfect blend of the horror genre, but the multiple aspects of the horror genre wrapped into one.
There's a particular death, but I don't want to give it away in case if anybody in here hasn't seen it, but there's a particular death that I definitely would put as a horror element. Because I watched it when I was younger and it scared me.
I think a lot of the kills in here is like, yeah, I don't know if I want to be a part of that.
Yeah, definitely. But they were
Man, what is going on? I hope you're having a great night. Thank you for stopping in.
May is the best.
Yeah, man is really cool. Always down to support. She's in much like everybody here, that's here in the chat tonight. They're in everybody's channels. The love and support is just, it's crazy.
Yep, I love it.
Yes, me too. Denisha Lane in the chat. Hey, what's going on, Denisha? One of my modulators. How are you doing tonight?
Modulators. Hey,
Yep,
Denisha.
that's right.
I love that she says, hey, everyone, and Care Bear.
Right?
I'm on my own island.
That is so true. Hey, what's going on, Gina? My Chunky Jordy's saying, kiss the girls and along came a spider is great. Morgan is the man. Absolutely.
Agreed.
For sure. Definitely going to have to do Watch Party on that. What was that?
He has the best voice.
Yes, he does. Like, to me, if I want somebody moderating my documentary, I have 2 people. It's Morgan Freeman and Liev Schreiber.
Ooh.
The reason why I say that is because I don't know if you're a fan of boxing, Carey, but if you want to look up 24/7 boxing series. Just put in like Mayweather versus De La Hoya and just listen to a few minutes of those episodes. And that's Liev narrating. He's actually won awards, Emmy Awards for that.
Wow.
His voice as a commentator is spectacular. Like, I remember when I was watching that because I'm a huge boxing fan. So I'm watching the episodes and they're going through the credits and it says narration by Liev Schreiber. And I damn near flew out my chair. And I was just like, wait, what?
Hear this. Yeah, I got to hear this because I love that man's voice.
He is fantastic. Like, it's so crazy. You would never think that Liev Schreiber has that like moderator type narrator voice, but he's got it. So him and Morgan Freeman, if there's ever a documentary out there, I want them 2 pegged. Like, I want it.
I mean, Morgan Freeman is a fantastic choice.
Oh, hell yes.
I would have to say either these are going to be like 2 different spectrums, but Meryl Streep or Tony Todd.
Ooh, that's another good choice, Tony Todd. Meryl Streep is good too, but Tony Todd, yeah, he has that real distinctive voice as well.
Well,
I got another one. The Allstate guy. Yeah, the one who played as the president in 24. The Allstate guy. That's Allstate, Stan. Are you in good hands?
He does have a great voice.
He does. He really does. Oh, man. That's what's up. See, we're off to a fun start already. I love it.
Oh, it's only going to get more fun, especially when the movie's going.
Right. Hey, what's going on, my man Dino? Saying I love this dude. Can't even speak right, Dino. I'm sorry. Saying I love this duo so much I can watch you two all night. Oh, that means a lot, buddy. Thank you.
No.
Yeah, I'm really glad to have Carey on here tonight. It's been far too long, and I'm hoping that with our work schedules, we can start maneuvering around that as well and get on some more streams together.
Hell yeah. Guess what I'm thinking of doing for June?
What are you doing?
I have already thought about it. I want to do John June Hughes month. And I want to do like a bunch of, well, probably not a bunch of watch parties, but I would love to do at least maybe 3. Because, I mean, he has so many amazing movies.
What'd you say his name was?
John Hughes.
John Hughes?
Oh, yeah. He's done Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. He's done
Okay.
Breakfast Club. He's done Pretty in Pink, 16.
Okay, I know who you're talking about. I had to pull him up. I had to pull his picture up, but I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
So much.
Oh, yeah. He's got classics.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, for crying out loud, he did Uncle Buck.
Yep.
I mean,
John
Candy. Yeah, John Candy. And Pretty in Pink was like a huge hit. And 16 Candles. Yeah, he's got some legendary credits.
Exactly. And that's why he deserves a month.
No, I agree with that. That's going to be a good, person to touch on. He's got a lot of good movies that you can pick from.
Mm-hmm.
Heck yeah.
I definitely want to do because I love the Molly Ringwald era. I definitely want to do a video just like of the movies that she's in. Like Breakfast Club, 16 Candles, and Pretty in Pink.
Excuse me. Yeah, Molly Ringwald, she's a classic. She was like the it girl in that genre, in that scene back in the day, the 80s and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Wasn't she pegged to be in Scream? Wasn't she pegged to be in Scream, but she turned it down?
See, now Kevin Williamson is a huge Molly Ringwald fan. So he asked her to be Sydney. And she said, I don't want to play as a high school student.
Right. That's right. That is right. Wow. Could you imagine how different Scream would be with Molly Ringwald as Sydney Prescott?
I mean, I love the girl, but I think Nev...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know if I like Molly Ringwald too. She's a really good actress. I just don't know if that was the movie for her. You know what I mean?
It wouldn't have resonated as well.
I don't think so neither. And real quickly, Dino, man, I greatly appreciate you, Dino. Dino has now became a member of the channel. He is now a part of the cast and crew of I Shot Him 6 Times YouTube horror movie channel. My man, I greatly appreciate you, buddy. Now, I can't obviously see what membership level you signed up to. I will make sure I check on to that after the stream so that I can make sure that you get your exclusive perks for your membership. But again, buddy, I greatly appreciate that, man. That's so cool, man. That's so humbling, honestly.
Dino, you're the sweetest.
And real quick, everyone, if you are not subscribed to Carey Craves Cinema, I have her channel link in the description of the live stream. So if you are not subscribed to her channel, definitely give her a subscribe and check out her work. She is an amazing content creator. She is only 140 subscribers away. Well, now 139 subscribers away from 1K subs. So guys, if you are not subscribed to Carey Craves Cinema, do yourself a service. Huh?
I didn't even think about it that way.
Yeah. Wow. Yes, she is only 139 away, you guys. So if you are not subscribed to Carey Craves Cinema, or even if you are, and you have some friends that love horror, love murder mysteries, love movies in general, that are not subscribed to her channel, do her a big favor and get her some subscribers. She definitely deserves it. Let's get her to that 1K plateau.
Thank you.
Absolutely. You deserve it. You put in a lot of hard work. Even if I don't comment on everybody's videos, rest assured I'm watching. I'm always watching. Like
Me
when I
too.
can
I mean,
find
I'm
time,
horrible at commenting on everything, but I do watch as well.
right? That's what I'm saying. Like, and when I can have time to say, okay, you know what? I just got this video out. I just took care of this. Let me chill out for an hour, maybe 2 hours, and let's catch up with everybody else's stuff and see how they're doing and what they're saying and stuff like that. Like, and I love doing that.
Mm-hmm.
But again, Dino, thank you for your membership, man. I greatly appreciate that, buddy. Much love to you, man. That's so cool.
But Molly Ringwald did get to be in a Kevin Williamson movie, by the way.
Which one was that?
See if you remember.
I'm not going to cheat.
I'll give you hints if that helps. Okay. Katie Holmes plays in it. Barry Watson.
Teaching Mrs. Tingle?
Yep.
Okay, there we go. There we go. I cannot. I'll have to rewatch that movie again because I can't remember her being in it.
So good. Oh my God.
Yeah, Teaching Mrs. Tingle was underrated as well.
Yes. Helen Mirren is freaking phenomenal. I mean, that goes without saying, but oh my God.
Absolutely, she is. Yeah, she's a legend for sure. She was great in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Man, you taking me back. You know, another one, and Destin, you know, me and Destin kind of bring it up, you know, all the time. The Faculty.
Yeah, The Faculty.
The Faculty. That's
cast.
All-star cast. Not enough credit for that movie. That is one of the few sci-fi movies that I can get boogie with.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I love it. It has that sci-fi element to it, but I think why I liked it so much, it had that hipness of the 1990s, you know, and you have my boy Josh Hartnett in it.
Oh, I love Josh Hartnett.
Carey, what I would pray to get a Halloween movie with Josh Hartnett and Danielle Harris in the same film.
Oh my God. That would be amazing.
One could dream.
I know, and I don't think it's going to happen, but
I don't neither. You know, I don't. And it's crazy because did you get to catch Night's stream with James Drew Courtney?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I sent him a super chat and I asked, you know, James about would he be down to come back as Michael with Danielle? And he said that, you know, his schedule is going to be booked. I personally don't think he would be able to do it even if it's offered. However, if there is somebody that I would like to see get a crack at it, it would be the guy who played Michael in the flashback from 1978 in Kills. Ooh. I thought he did, I think his name is Aaron Armstrong. He did a fucking phenomenal job in that flashback sequence. The mannerisms, yes, the mannerisms, the walk, everything. So, and he is a little bit on the younger side. So if we're going to get multiple movies with Danielle, if that's the route they go, we could have our Michael set in stone for a few movies without having to change.
Oh, dang it. I can't.
We'll see. We'll see how
of members, by the way.
I know. I'm about to say, yeah. I'm scrolling back down here now, guys. I'm so sorry. You know, we get carried away with this. I get carried away. It happens. But
well, Ryan, obviously, you can get carried away.
I set myself up for that. Let's go. But real quick, XV Ryan as well, coming in, being a new member. You are now a part of the cast and crew of I Shot Him 6 Times, buddy. I greatly appreciate that, Ryan, man. Like, guys, that's just awesome, man. Like, I don't know what else to say other than thank you guys so much for believing in this channel, believing in me enough to want to part ways with your hard-earned money to support the channel. Like, honestly, guys, that means a lot. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I talk about it all the time. Maybe I preach it too much, but we put a lot of work into our craft as content creators. And the fact that you guys believe in us and show us this type of support on this level, it's mind-blowing and it's humbling. Like, guys, like, you guys are amazing. So, Ryan, once again, Congratulations on becoming a new member of the cast and crew of I Shot Him 6 Times YouTube horror movie channel. Buddy, I'm so glad to have you a part of this community. We communicated through email the other day. You definitely seem like you're a really down-to-earth, cool guy. Like, God, man, that email, when I read all those words, like, bro, that was so cool, man. Like, honestly, like, the support is just, it's overwhelming and humbling. Like, it's crazy, man. So again, thank you so much, Ryan. Now, like I said to Dino, I don't know what membership you got right now. I'm going to take a look after the stream when I check my analytics and all that stuff so that I can make sure that you're getting all the exclusive perks that you are paying for. So again, Ryan, I greatly appreciate you, my friend. That is so cool.
Dino. He's trying out the emojis.
I got to get some more emojis in there too. See now, and real quick, Carey, this is another thing. You know what I mean? So whenever you get monetized and if you decide to set up your stickers and all that stuff, you have to have stickers that are like only 32 megabytes, less than 32 megabytes, and the pixels have to be like, I want to say, let's just say 12 by 12. It's like they have to be really, really small or whatever in order for you to pass the bar with the stickers. Otherwise, they're never going to let you unlock your memberships.
That's crazy.
It is. I was up literally till 6 a.m. that night trying to figure this shit out. And I'm just like, yo, I am doing everything you're telling me to do. What is the problem here? So then I went back and I'm looking at the emojis and I'm like, oh, they're too big. Okay. I guess I got to find smaller ones. So then I found the smaller ones that I could, and I can only upload 3, but it let me pass. So I definitely got to make some more. And Carey, what are you, girl?
What are you talking about? What?
Carey Craves Cinema coming in, being a new member to the channel. Carey, oh man,
I'll have to come in and be supportive too.
I know, but damn, like y'all gonna make me choke up again, man. Y'all trying to see me cry. That's just what I think this is, man.
Allergies. It's the allergies.
Like, oh man, that is just so awesome. Honestly, thank you so much, Carey. Now, like I said to the guys, you are now an official member. You are now an official cast and crew member of I Shot Him 6 Times YouTube horror movie channel. So I'm going to take a look after we're done here with this stream. I'm going to take a look at the analytics, see what membership that you signed up for, so I make sure you get all the exclusive perks that you are paying for and then some. Carey, girl, that I greatly appreciate that. Like, honestly, like,
you know damn well that I know that you work so freaking hard, and
I know
you put your heart and soul in this.
I do, and I greatly appreciate. Like, you know, I'm just gonna let it out. Like, damn, like yo, man.
You got people behind you, and you know it. We all love you.
I know. You know what I mean? And it's just, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I think why this, it makes me feel this way. It's not just because of the hard work that I put into it. It's because where I have come from in life and where I was just a few short years ago on drugs, not living life the best, not making the greatest choices, to now doing this, getting my life on track, coming into this community, meeting all you wonderful, beautiful people, and just watching my channel grow with all the hard work that I put into it. It's just, and the response from you guys, just the love and the support and the response, it's like, y'all, man, like, especially, like I said, coming from where I came from, damn, like.
You're in a new chapter in your life. That is not you anymore. You have grown into a beautiful, fantastic human being. And you're still going, you're still thriving. You're only getting better.
Oh man, I thank you so much for that, Carey, and everybody else, Dino and Ryan, and everybody else as well, Val, Eric, Nanette, Bob, all my channel members who have signed up so far, even if you're not here in the chat right now, thank you guys so much. Like, oh man,
Yes, we
wow.
love you.
I know, and I love you guys too. I really do, honestly. And it goes beyond the whole YouTube and all that stuff. Like, because we've had conversations outside of this and stuff like that. Like, I genuinely care about you people. Like, honestly, and I'm not saying that as if I don't care about human beings in general. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, I got mad love and respect and honor for you people. Like, honestly, you guys are family. You know what I mean to me, and I couldn't have chose a better family, honestly. Like, and it's only going to keep growing. So, oh man, thank you again, Carey and Dino and Ryan and everybody else. Thank you all so much.
You are
Like,
more
damn.
than welcome.
Oh man. Okay, so we're about an hour into the stream already, and we haven't started the movie. So let's get the movie started.
Yes.
We're gonna do a countdown and all that stuff, and we'll start from there. Let me get. I gotta fix myself.
You need to powder your nose.
Oh man. Oh man. Okay, so let me hit this bad boy.
Not a stream until you at least shed one tear.
That is so true.
Laughter, or from just a tearjerker, or a beautiful moment. You cry either way.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And real quick, Dino saying, bro, you don't even know. I've been waiting so long to become a member. You know how much I love this channel. I do, Dino, honestly. And I know you've mentioned it before, about, when I got the 1K subs, you had asked about the memberships and stuff like that. And we wasn't there yet. We had to get monetized and all that stuff. I had to wait an extra month because I had some content that wasn't my content that I had to, it was stream content, but I had to react to it, so they didn't count that for monetization. So we had to wait a little bit, but we are here now. And Dino, man, I greatly appreciate that, man. Like, honestly, and I know you've been wanting to become a channel member for quite some time now. And real quick before we start the movie, I see I got some super chats here. Dino coming in with a $1.99 super chat saying, we love you, Marcus. You're a family. Yes, man, absolutely, brother. Absolutely, we are family. And thank you so much for your super chat, Dino. And real quick, let me play you a clip. I do have a few clips here. I got to download some more. I found some that I really like that I got to, upload on here. But real quick, Dino, for your $2 super chat, I got something for you, Dino. I got something for you. Here you go, Dino, for your $2 super chat, my friend. I hope you like that, Dino. Oh, man. And real quick, another super chat I seen that came in.
I muted myself.
Oh, you muted yourself?
I did for a second.
Oh, it happens. I mean, for crying out loud, I muted myself to start the stream. I'm sitting here doing the intro and it's muted, and I look and on a notification that says your mic is muted. Like, I'm just like, oh, okay. Like, let me unmute it then.
It helps. It was only for 2 seconds.
Yes. And Denisha coming in with a $2 super chat. Thank you, Denisha, saying, can you please put membership link to the channel? Yes, I still have to do that as well. Denisha, I think that's like one of the last two things I have to do. I still have to figure out exactly how to do it. So just stay tuned for it at the end of the night. Once I get these other videos that I have done, I'm going to be working all night. So you're going to be seeing a lot of me tonight, even after this stream. So most likely by the end of the night, the link to the memberships will be there. But Denisha, in the meantime, you can go on the channel, shoot the join button, and check out the levels and the tiers that you would want to sign up to if you were to like to become a member to the channel. And just check them out. But I have to get a link set up for that, for sure. I do.
That's why I muted myself, because I was trying to go to your channel through YouTube, and I put a link in the chat.
All right, thank you so much for that, Carey. Okay, so Denisha, Carey put the membership link in the chat, so it should be there. And again, thank you,
Work?
Denisha, because I do have to put the membership link to the channel as well. Just brand it and post it on the channel as well.
I don't know if it worked.
I don't know if see that's the thing though. I don't know if I can because I actually went in one of Craven's videos earlier to see how he's like promotes his memberships on his like descriptions. And I didn't see a link. I just seen him say, if you want to join the channel, shoot the join button. So I'll have to figure this out, Denisha.
Yeah, because
I'll
I
get it.
tried to put the link and it did not work, so that's weird.
Yeah, I think
Usually
I think I might have one more or two steps to like the memberships are there. Like you can obviously become a member, but in terms of like I guess promoting it, I might have to do one or two more things. I know I have to create I know I have to create a video for the membership. I know that.
Oh,
Like
okay.
like with Craven, how when you just click on his and you hear, "Hey everyone, it's Steven from Craven Something Scary." That I have to do that and stuff as well.
Oh, you
That's my
got
boy.
that in the bag.
Yes, right. I ain't even gonna lie. Steven's my favorite one out of the whole. When you go to the memberships, his video, I love it. He's another one. If there's a documentary ever done on me, I want Steven to be the narrator as well. Like,
What about
he
Night?
has such a good voice. Like I remember telling him that, like, bro, did you ever do like telecommunications or something? And he said he did. Like he was doing telemarketing and stuff. He has that voice. Like it's so crazy. And Denisha, real quick for your $2 super chat, let me play this clip for you. Let me load it up real quick. Okay. Now, see, that's a little too short. That clip's a little too short. Oh, okay. This one's going to be good. Okay. It's a little bit longer, but we're going to play it.
Oh, wow.
That's my personal favorite right there. I ain't even going to lie. Oh, that's so good. Oh, man. That is so good. Oh, man. All right. So go into some of these chats real quick before we get this movie started. Oh, man. Yeah, Wayne, absolutely. Hey, we all have our demons, man, and I'm open about that. And the reason why I am open about that is because I know there's still people out here battling. You know what I mean? And if I can be a hope and an inspiration to those, who are battling that and can find some inspiration to stop, I'm all here for it, man. So yeah, I definitely was on the wrong path a few years ago, man, and I'm definitely a lot better now. But Wayne saying on the drugs, glad you're better now. Sounds like you got shot 6 times. You're a great person, Marcus. Man, hey, one thing about me, man, just like my boy Michael Myers, I may have gotten shot 6 times, but guess what? I got back up. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Thank you so much, Wayne. I greatly appreciate you, buddy. It's a journey. You know what I mean? Life is a journey in general.
Yep. Take it day to day.
That's right. And Gina's saying, enjoy your film, everyone, and much love. Catch you later. Now, Gina, I don't know if you have any apps, but there should be some like on Vudu or something. 7 and all that should be on those streaming platforms, I would like to assume. Or if you have Amazon Prime, Gina. See, I ain't gonna lie, I do have to sign up for an Amazon account so that I can create a watch party in there as well, just in case, stuff like this happens and nobody does, have access to the movie. I definitely should invest in that. Jamie Hart in the chat. What is going on, Jamie?
Hey, Jamie.
I hope you're having a great night.
It's
good to see you.
And we've got Michael, and we've got K-pop.
Oh wow, man, I'm so behind.
I thought I would be out here.
Jordy, Gina says Ziggy sends Snuggles and Paws. Oh well, Don, Rosie, and Oreo send Snuggles and Paws as well.
Aw. So many cute furry friends.
I know. Hey, what's going on, Katie? You know what, Katie, K-pop. I don't know what you're doing right now, but if you would like to join us on the panel, we're going to start the movie. But if we'll obviously give you a timestamp and stuff. If you are not busy and would like to join the panel, let me know in the chat box and I'll send you a link. Because I recall before I kind of went on my live streaming hiatus, when I was trying to figure out everything, to get it back, functioning without so many lags. Me, you, and Carey were supposed to do the Silver Bullet watch party, and that never got to happen. So, Katie, if you're not busy right now and would love to join us for the watch party here on the panel, let me know in the comment section. I'll send you a link.
She's eating dinner at the moment.
Oh, thank you, Carey. This is why I love having Carey around, because when I'm behind, she's forward. I mean, she's got it covered.
That's why I'm a mod. That's why.
Oh, man. Okay, everyone. So now we're going to get ready to turn the film on. We're going to do a 10-second countdown. We have 13 people here watching. I greatly appreciate all you guys hanging out, honestly. So, guys, we're going to do a 10-second countdown, and then we're going to press play and start this incredible movie. All right, so 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's go. Man, I ain't gonna lie, Carey, I kind of miss seeing that New Line Cinema logo a lot more.
Me too. And Dimension.
Yeah. Yes. Every time I see New Line, I think of Freddy.
Oh, and the old school Castle Rock.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good one. Good mention.
Yes, I missed that one.
I like how no matter what era we're in, Morgan just never looks any different.
Nope.
He never ages. Yep, Denzel too.
Either.
That's so true.
Mm-hmm. And somehow LL Cool J always looks better.
He definitely keeps himself in shape and all that. He definitely does. He works hard. I give him credit. I'm a big LL Cool J fan.
Me too.
Mama said, knock you out. I'm going to knock you out.
Hey, it's a classic.
What did he say? I'm going to start a romantic thriller. That's right, a thriller. Oh, man, he's so good. He's another one, like, especially in Mindhunters. His acting chops was really good.
I don't know why, but there's one scene in there with him when he shoots at the wall. I'm just like, dude, that is fucking clever.
Mm-hmm.
And then he uses his body strength
to
get to, I mean, come on.
Yes.
I bet you he did that shit himself, too.
Oh, he probably did.
Although the wall probably wouldn't have held up, so I don't know about that.
I have to rewatch the movie and really do a deep dive analysis, but I really think that was one of his best acting jobs in that movie for sure.
What, Mindhunters?
Yes.
Well, he did fantastic in Deep Blue Sea, too.
No, he did.
I love him as the preacher.
I guess I just like him in Mindhunters a little bit better because he got a chance to be more aggressive.
Yeah, that's true. I love him in Deep Blue Sea because I like how, like, spiritual he was in that one.
Right, that is true.
I don't know, him with the
I
shark
like
was
I
just
liked his bird. I liked his parrot too.
yeah. It was a great dynamic.
It really was.
And then when he says, "You ate my bird," oh my god, I love that scene.
Yeah.
Cooked in his own oven.
Yep. Or how about when Samuel L. is going on a spew and he just gets eaten up?
Dude, that kill blew my mind.
I know. Deep Blue Sea is another underrated one.
Hell yeah, it is. It's definitely one of my favorites.
You seen that Rennie Harlan? I think you're the one who shared it. Rennie Harlan has a new shark movie coming out.
Yep, I made a short about it.
That's right. That's right. I seen that on Instagram.
Deep Water. I'm excited.
I'll be watching it. Rennie Harlan's good.
I will definitely be watching it. If he can capture the same essence from Deep Blue Sea, I'm all for it.
I agree. Good old pendulum. Every time I see a pendulum, it reminds me of Dream Warriors.
Yeah. Dude, this intro is just
I know. I was just about to say the lettering and everything. Like the credit lettering, the overall feel. You get this,
yeah.
like everything.
Gritty, but in the best way.
Right. Very gritty. Holy shit, I forgot Shaft was in here too.
I
And
forgot.
Arlie Ermey.
Yeah, I forgot about Arlie Ermey being in it. For some reason, I thought this song was going to be Closer by 9 Inch Nails.
Oh, let me turn it down a little bit more.
Nice one, Wayne. He said blue like the color or blew your mind.
I've seen it.
Maybe a little bit of both.
That's right, Jason. Nice one saying great credits. I agree. Yeah, absolutely. It's like Carey said, it's got that perfect gritty feel to it.
It's definitely setting you up for, something. Oh,
Very
never mind. This is Closer by 9 Inch Nails. Never mind. I was right.
True.
I thought I was just bullshitting. Never mind. It was actually them. It's an interesting take on the song. How funny is it that we haven't even mentioned Gwyneth Paltrow being in this?
Actually, I mentioned it backstage, but we didn't mention it, here on a live chat. Yeah. And in all honesty, you can make a case her death's the best part.
Oh yeah. Why do I feel like I read something about that? Because I was reading up on like the deaths of Seven, and I feel like they deliberately had it off screen because they said it was going to be way too gruesome. Obviously.
Oh yeah. Oh, that is something to look into.
Mm-hmm. I was curious because I was thinking about doing like a ranking of the 7 deadly sin deaths, but I don't know. I'm trying to think of a unique way of doing a discussion for this one. Even every shot is just like, wow,
It is. The cinematography is fantastic.
definitely. He's had his face in a plate of spaghetti. I mean, that's not a bad way to go, just saying. I wouldn't mind dying in some spaghetti sauce, just saying.
Okay, Gina. Oh, Gina saying I can't do streaming as I only have internet on my phone and could watch along without physical media. But thanks and enjoy. Okay, Gina. I'm sorry. I'm gonna figure something out. I feel like there's apps like movie apps you can download to your phone to where you be able to watch movies. I'll figure it out. Don't worry, Gina. I got you. I'll figure something out and I'll be in contact with you.
Oh, I forgot about that, Wayne. I forgot that Paltrow was dating Brad Pitt. So maybe the whole in the box or what's in the box scene makes it kind of more personal in a way.
Oh. I never knew that.
Yeah, I didn't realize that they dated.
Me neither.
They're kind of an odd couple, in my opinion.
Yeah, I have to agree. I couldn't see that.
Then again, I think we're just used to seeing him either with Jennifer Aniston
Jennifer
or
Aniston or
Angelina Jolie.
Angela. Yeah, that's true.
Wow, he really liked spaghetti.
Damn sure did.
He had like a shit ton of cans. Not
Were
even
they
the good
Campbell's?
stuff. What?
Was it Campbell's
No, it
or
was like
Chef Boyardee?
not even that one.
I'm gonna have to go back and eventually and see what kind of spaghetti came. Was it SpaghettiOs?
No, it was literally spaghetti sauce, but it looked vintage.
Oh,
It looked old as hell. Oh, he wasn't going anywhere. He was swimming in his own spaghetti. I don't know why that reminded me of the Eminem song.
oh, oh, oh.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying. Uh,
Morgan's character is like, can you please be quiet?
yeah, right.
I'm working here. Oh no. Oh, please no.
Hmm.
No, don't get that close. Oh.
Oh.
Mm-mm. He's like, I'm good.
Didn't see any. Help yourself.
Yeah, I would have been like, no, unless if you want some extra vomit right beside it, I suggest you look.
Right, exactly. Another thing what I love about this movie is it gets directly into it.
Mm-hmm. This one does not need build up.
It doesn't.
The great thing though, even though it does like jump right into it, it's so good with the characters though.
I agree.
Oh. Well, yeah,
Ooh.
he's dead. Thank you so much. See, even their
I ain't gonna.
conversations.
I ain't gonna lie. I haven't watched this in a hot minute, and I forgot how gnarly this movie is.
I know, it's been a while since I've seen it, too. I just love their conversations with each other, too.
Right. They have really good chemistry.
They really do. Oh.
Ugh.
Man, he's a big boy.
He is. Man, they obviously didn't have to show everything.
They did.
They did. Oh. See how big his that's what it said, how big his stomach is. Oh man.
Ew, he said it stretches, too.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Man.
Oh. Oh, my. Hmm. They even use proper terms. Like, this is crazy.
Right.
Mm. I love how technical they are, too.
Right. They like get into the analytics of it.
They pay attention to detail.
Right.
May, you're probably getting into it like we are. I'm still here watching the movie.
Right. There goes my boy, R.
Oh, God, I forgot that he was
Yep.
their boss, I guess you'd call him.
Yeah, he's always playing the captain, the head honcho.
What? That's psychotic.
Don't even start that big brain with you cooking on it.
Is that his way of saying please don't say it's a serial killer so then
I think so.
they can be lazy about it? Because you know
Yep.
that's what they want to do.
Right.
Ooh. Dude, putting him on blast right in front of him. I know, right? He's like, dude, you're putting me on blast right in front of me.
Right.
I would have said, dude, that's some bullshit. You're calling me a noob right to my face in front of my boss.
Right.
Oh, wow.
Fuck him. See you later. Have a nice time.
I guess nobody wants it.
Oh man.
Now, to my understanding, doesn't Morgan's character want to retire?
I believe so.
And this is like his last case.
I think so. If I'm not mistaken as well, I believe that is true.
He probably just doesn't want to have to deal with some youngster that thinks that he knows everything.
Right. Yeah, that's definitely a veteran thing for sure.
I've seen that guy.
And rightfully so. I understand that. You know, these guys have seen it all.
Yeah.
You know, so
maybe he thinks he's too big for his britches.
It's another good actor, Richard Roundtree.
Was that the one that was at the
Shaft.
press conference?
Yep. The original Shaft.
Oh, I was trying to figure out where I saw him from.
Yep. The OG Shaft before Samuel L. came in and took over. He's still in those movies. He's just more of a background character.
Wait a second. What's going on with that picture?
Yeah, I see that too. It looked like it had red circles around it, like red eyes.
Yeah. Is that his ex?
I don't know. If it is, I appreciate it.
Like, I'll keep the picture, but
I'm gonna do some artwork on it.
So that I don't technically have to look at you.
Right.
Oh shit. Wait a second. What just
Wait.
happened? Did
Yeah,
they just
wait.
do a transition, or was he in there the whole time?
No, he definitely had to be in there the whole time. Yeah, because that's the same girl's picture. So I
We
guess
noticed it before him.
right. Man, I ain't gonna lie. I'm kind of glad, like, I'm rewatching this with the type of lens, being a content creator now, because there's things like that I didn't catch before just being a viewer that I catch now.
Because I think it's because before we just like wanted to enjoy
Right.
what we were watching, and now we
Right.
feel like we have to kind of like
Investigate everything.
yeah, pretty much. We have to analyze everything.
That's right. Nothing's off the table.
Because now we're used to theorizing.
That's true. Grab me something to drink quick.
Jamie, I have seen it before. It's just been a while. I hope you can't hear me drinking with my straw.
No, I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just grabbing something to drink.
Okay. If so, then it was straw ASMR. Sorry, guys. Mixed in with food. Ew. Ew. Think how sadistic you would have to be to make somebody eat themselves to death, and you're just
Oh,
like, that doesn't take like 2 seconds. That's a long process.
right. That reminds me of Hannibal, the ending where he's on the plane and he gives that little boy the can of brains.
Why don't I
Ugh.
remember that?
Oh yeah. Oh
my
yeah. Totally conned the boy and then thinking it was something else.
God. Oh man. That is not cool.
Oh, it was crazy.
Which one was that one?
Hannibal.
I don't even know if I've seen Hannibal. I've seen, obviously, Silence of the Lambs.
What? You haven't seen Hannibal with Julianne Moore and Anthony Hopkins? See, that's the one that Jodie Foster turned down.
Wait, Julianne Moore.
Yes.
I remember her taking over.
The mother in the new Carey. Yep. She played the mother in the remake of Carey.
I haven't even seen the remake.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I'm not crazy about Carey.
So
I wonder why.
have you ever seen The Fugitive with Harrison Ford?
It's been a long time.
Okay, if you ever watch it anytime soon, Julianne Moore is the redhead doctor.
Oh, I know who Julianne Moore is.
Okay.
I don't think I've seen. I don't know. If I saw it, I probably watched it around the time it first came out.
Got you.
We're watching Seven, Michael. So wait a second. Why are they taking so long to see what Brad Pitt's character found? Oh, here we go. Never mind. I'm like, where? They didn't even analyze anything yet.
Right.
Oh, that's hilarious. Oh my god, I need to say that. Next time I get a phone call, be like, this is not even my desk. No, I'm going to say, this is not even my phone. That's funny. I think you're okay, Jamie. How far are you really going to get? How do cards get cold?
You said cards?
Yeah, he said, come on, man, the cards are getting cold. I'm like, how do cards get cold?
I mean, I guess you could stick them in the freezer and try to find out.
No, I mean, like, in what context
Yeah,
are they talking
I know.
about? Unless if they're in, like, a winning streak and they're saying it's, like, hot at the moment. And...
Right, exactly. Yeah, especially if you lose it all night, them cards are always cold.
Well, yeah, that makes sense. Well, they're just having the time of their lives.
Right? While Morgan is going to do some studying.
Some actual work.
Yep.
I'm watching it, Denisha, on Amazon Prime. And I think
Denisha, I'm actually watching it on one of my several movie apps that I use. I don't give no names. Because it's not like an actual Voodoo or anything like that. But if I'm not mistaken, hold on, I have my other screen on my computer pulled up here, Denisha, so I can tell you all the available streaming platforms for 7. But don't worry, I will be creating an Amazon account here very, very soon, so we can all have an Amazon watch party to watch it here on the channel. Okay, there we go. 7 streaming service. Okay, so Denisha, you can watch it right now on HBO Max or Showtime. You are able to stream 7 by renting it or purchasing it on iTunes, Amazon Instant Video, and Google Play. And I'm pretty sure it might have it on YouTube. maybe check to see if they have it on YouTube. You might be able to catch it for free because remember, some of these movies are free on YouTube. And just let me know when you need a timestamp, Denisha, and I'll hook you up. So I said I definitely got to get my DVD collage back up there, so I can just own the physical media copy. I can't. I used to have so many movies, and it's crazy.
The perks of moving.
Facts, Carey. Facts. She's
The
another
music-
one who never. She's another one who never ages a bit. Gwyneth Paltrow.
Oh yeah, she always looks great.
Yeah, she still looks the same.
Diane Lane too. She never ages.
Yes, Diane Lane. Yes, classic.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, absolutely. Untraceable is underrated in my opinion. That was a really good movie.
Ooh, that's the next one that I'm gonna do for my murder mystery.
Ooh, nice.
I
Oh
love.
yeah, that's a good one to review. That's a good movie.
Mm-hmm. Her and Colin Hanks.
Yep.
I was trying to determine if Fear.com was a murder mystery.
Jamie saying I saw it in the theaters, but I also have seen it that 100,000 times on cable. I know this movie inside and out. I just don't want to make sure I spoil anything. You're good now, Jamie. We're into it. So anybody who's watching the movie right now, they're basically bound to get spoiled. So
whoopsie.
hey, what's going on, Melissa?
Hey,
Glad
Melissa.
to see you here in the chat. If you need a timestamp for the movie, Melissa, if you want to watch the movie, let me know and I'll hook you up. Or Carey will as well.
Let us know.
That's right.
He's cheating. He's using the, what do you call it?
The Canterbury Tales or whatever it says.
Notes.
Yep.
Man, I wish they had Cliff Notes when I was in high school. They didn't have that. Would have made it easier.
Right? See, that's like one perk back in our day the internet could have been used for, especially when a big test is coming up, because then you could just Google the answer.
I mean, if a lot of the books had a movie, you were watching the movie. You weren't reading the book.
That is true. You know what I did enjoy though, and I wouldn't mind getting back into, is the book with the like reading books with the audio though. That was fun.
I tried to do that with Harry Potter. It didn't go very far.
Yeah, see, I feel like Harry Potter, that's like one of those, books that you definitely got to watch it like on a movie. Like, I mean, you can read the books and understand obviously what, the context of it is. But to me, the movies do it, in my opinion, do it a lot more justice. Even though I'm not the biggest Harry Potter fan, I enjoyed the movies more than the books. The
only thing is I've heard that the movies have missed a lot of detail in the book.
They did. They did. I mean, and we know this. We come to expect this. That's how it is with all these novels that turn into movies. Like not everything they put in the book is going to make it to the film because of how much editing and time they got to work with.
True. I don't know if you've ever. Ooh, that might be a good murder mystery. Not sure, but
what is it?
Lovely Bones. Have you ever seen that?
I've been wanting to watch that for the longest time, and it keeps slipping my mind.
God.
And it has Mark Wahlberg in it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And Stanley Tucci.
Yes. Oh, he's another good one.
Just so you know, he plays a great villain. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh, he will remind me. He just reminds me of a great villain. So.
Mm-hmm. I read the book.
We're gonna have to do that. We're gonna have to do a watch party on that too, because I've never gotten around to watching it, and I've heard nothing but good things about it.
Well, I read the book first, and I fell in love with the book. And
Okay.
go figure, a couple years after I hear that it's turning into a movie, and I'm like,
it's a movie.
yes, because it's amazing. And the movie did really good with adapting it to screen.
See, that's another thing I heard too. I heard that's why a lot of fans liked it, is because a lot of the stuff that was in the book actually was on screen.
Mm-hmm. Just be prepared to cry, because even when you read the book, you cry.
Right. You know another good movie with Gwyneth Paltrow? Now I'm like seeing this scene with her. What was it? With Michael Douglas. What was it called? The Perfect Game or something like that?
Perfect Game. Yeah,
Hold on.
I think that's what it's called.
Hold on, let me check it out. A Perfect Murder. There we go.
I think there is a movie called Perfect Game, though.
I think there is too. But that was another underrated thriller, in my opinion, was A Perfect Murder. That's another great actor, Michael Douglas. You don't see him that much anymore, but he was amazing in his time. Basic Instinct.
Fatal Attraction.
Yup. Basic Instinct. That's my jam. I'm not even gonna lie.
That's a good one.
I love his partner George Zunda in that movie. Cowboy, Hoss.
Ooh, War of the Roses.
Oh, that's a good one.
I need to see Romancing the Stone again.
I'm gonna say there's another one Michael did that was, I think it's called Falling, where he's like this guy who's like a company man and he just goes ape shits and start killing people.
Fallen, isn't that the one with Denzel Washington?
No, that's the one. But there's another. I think it's called Falling. Let me find it. But I think it's something with that title. Falling Down. Falling Down. There we go.
Ah.
Yeah, that was good.
I was gonna say, because I know that Denzel Washington did a movie called Fallen.
Yes, he did. That was another good one, as well as The Pelican Brief with Julia Roberts.
We didn't even do Bone Collector yet.
I know. We still have to do that. I still have to get my Patreon set up, man. Like, it's just, timing and everything. It's just, it's difficult to get ahead on that.
It's hard to get ahead of anything.
Yeah, it really is.
Because otherwise, I would be doing a lot more content. That's for sure.
Yes. Well, I like that they gotten to the point where Morgan's now invited over for wine and dinner.
At least he's trying to bond with him.
I was about to say, yeah, their bonding is getting up there.
See, they're laughing.
Yeah, I'm about to say, even Morgan's laughing. If you can get Morgan to laugh, you're doing a great thing.
I think they're basically laughing about their house being shit.
Right?
That's why he said what is. He's like, I don't know why you're laughing. You're in this shithole too. See, this is what they needed, though. They needed the bonding.
They did. They absolutely did. That comes with every good friendship, every good partnership, business partnership, everything. You need that bonding in order to be successful at whatever you're doing.
They definitely have to be on the same page.
That's absolutely true. Oh, 1 pound of flesh, no more. Oh,
Damn.
whew.
Is that why he chose a big boy?
Probably.
Because he
Now,
knew that it would only be flesh.
now, if I say, now think about it. The 1 pound of flesh. If you go to the store and buy burger meat, the tube is like maybe what, like that long. I'm about to say that if I can get in the camera frame here, it's fucking like I'm gonna say total of like.
But like
Let me see this.
this kind of?
Yes, and then you got the width of it. Like that's a lot of hamburger meat for flesh.
Yeah, you're not going to get that from a skinny person. No offense.
Hell no. Hell no.
But I'm wondering, though, why would you... Well, yeah. I think he just did the force feeding for enjoyment.
Right. Also to hammer home the deadly sin aspect of it, greed.
Yeah. We were mashing together both of the sins.
Right?
Gluttony and greed.
Yup. Oh man, he offered him another drink. Yeah, their relationship is definitely growing.
Aw, Melissa. Well, you know what? That's fine, Melissa, that you don't like it. We appreciate that you're here.
Right. Absolutely, Melissa. I greatly appreciate you being here. Even though you don't like the movie, I greatly appreciate you hanging out.
I have to ask, though. Why? I just want to know why she doesn't like it. And then
that
I
is a
will
good
respect
question.
it. And then I will respect it. Whatever you say, I will respect. I'm just curious.
Right. I think that's the first time I've ever heard that say anybody say about Seven that they don't like it. That's the first time here for me.
Yeah. She says no idea.
She just has no idea. Hey.
I mean,
hey,
that's okay.
That's fine.
Sometimes, like movies, songs, TV shows, they'll rub you the wrong way, and you
Right.
just sometimes don't know why you don't like something.
That is very, very true, Carey. Very
Like,
true.
I have a perfect example. For some reason, I don't care for Bruce Campbell. I mean, there's just something about him that just rubs me the wrong way, and I get annoyed by him.
That's the first time here for me too. But yeah, it happens that way. I can name a few myself. Yeah, like I can name a few myself that are like that. Like you just, it's not like you like have a disdain or hate for them. It just is just you're not a fan of their work. You know what I mean? You don't buy into what they're selling.
Yeah, there's just something about them that just doesn't resonate with you, and you just don't care for that person, which is fine.
Very, very true.
Like, okay, I have another, like, this one's not a person, but this is a movie. Everybody else likes The Ring.
Oh.
I don't.
Well, I'm right there with you.
There's just something about it that I don't care for.
Not trying to be rude. If you like The Ring, hey, I respect that. But in my opinion, that movie sucks.
I'm not scared by it.
That's what I'm saying. Like to me, it was it was highly boring, and
it was
just
boring.
like yes. And some will give me heat for this, and I think I may have said it a while ago. But Blair Witch Project, boring. I could not get into it. Like
I mean,
I
I can
get it.
see that from both sides, but
Like I
I'm
get it.
like,
It was found footage,
yeah,
but and even though we found out that the characters in the movie were actually actors,
hmm
especially the scene in the woods with the snot bubbles and
Are you sure that's not Scary Movie?
yeah. Like yeah, but just
Mysterio
like
Carey?
yeah, like you get what I'm saying. Like the over excessive with the sniffling, it was just like, dude, we didn't see anything. Like like you always seen was sticks with little figures, little stick figureheads. Like
Okay,
you gotta show me something in order for me to feel what you're fearful of. You know what I mean? Even if it's a shadow. That's one thing I liked about Blair Witch the remake is that they
I
actually
was right
showed.
about to ask you. I'm like, okay, if you feel that way about the Blair Witch original, what about I don't even know if that's a remake though, because I think it's a continuation.
That's a
Because
good point.
because keep in mind that her brother found the video,
Ooh, that's
and
right.
they ended up going back to that house because they were trying to find her, trying
That's
to find
right.
Heather. So I
That's
think it's
right.
more so a continuation.
That is very, very true. I forgot about that aspect of it. I haven't watched that in a while neither, but
Oh, I
that is
love
very
that.
true.
I
Yes,
actually really like.
that one was way better in my opinion. Now, I try to get my mom to get into it because she was the first one who took me and my sister to see the original. And she didn't really like the newer one neither. Me personally, I heavily enjoyed the newer Blair Witch Project than the original. The reason why is because you got to actually hear things, you got to actually see things, you got to actually see what was after them and stuff. And I thought the ending was really, really good.
Oh my god, it had a lot of suspense. Like
Yes,
they built up that tension really well.
right. Absolutely. That's going to be another one that's going to make the list because I really enjoyed that one. I
I'm
was
laughing at
pleasantly,
you.
I was pleasantly surprised because I didn't know if they were going to kind of stick with some of the like Book of Shadows route, and I didn't know how I felt about that. But then when I watched it, I'm like, huh, this is kind of like the original, but we're actually getting a lot more meat on the bone. Okay, let me sit here and watch this. I mean,
I
and
still don't know how I feel about Book of Shadows. I still don't know how I feel. Like I can't say I hate it and I can't say I love it. I don't know
I'm
how to feel about it
right. I'm right there with you.
because
I
it's
will say
different.
this. I'm a big fan of Jeffrey Donovan.
He's good. He was very
Yes,
good in it. I'm
yes,
a
I'm a
fan of
huge fan of his.
I can't remember what the girl's name, but she played Erica. I like her acting. She was the one that went missing.
Yeah, I'm about to check that out now.
But she also played in The Wrong Turn. I think it was the second one.
Okay, that's her real name is Erica Learson.
Oh. Oh wow.
Yeah, yeah. They basically all used their real names their real first names in the movie. They did just change their last names.
Oh, that's funny.
Yep, like the goth girl, her real name is Kim Director. Her name in the movie was Kim Diamond. Erica Learson, Erica Gearson. Ha! They rhymed their last name. That's funny. Jeffrey Donovan, Jeffrey Patterson.
Yes,
Tristan
Jamie,
Sky.
she played as Pepper. She played as Pepper in the TCM remake. Loved her.
That was her?
Yeah. Yeah. That was her.
Hold up. Holy shit, it is her.
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Now, Jason, with the paranormal activities, I may be sitting alone on this one, but I enjoy the majority of the paranormal activities except for Ghost Dimension. That one had a promising concept, but they just didn't hit it home. It was not good at all. And then the marked ones, I feel like I need to rewatch that one, but I remember not liking it. And then the next of kin, the newest one, that has nothing to do with Paranormal Activity.
Wake up, Glimmer Twins. You fucking Arlie. I love him, man. He's so good.
Oh, you gotta love him. Especially when you see Full Metal Jacket. Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I loved him in Texas Chainsaw, too.
Oh, my God.
I love how he rolls up on him in the second one with Jordana Brewster. And they're like, oh, we're so glad to see you, officer. And he's just like, oh, I bet you are. Boom. And I'm just like, yo, vintage Arlie Ermey.
Dude, he belonged in those remakes.
Absolutely.
That was like a character that he fit into like a glove. Like, that
Right.
belonged to him.
Absolutely. Like that scene when he's pulling in the remake, he's pulling the body out the back. I think her name is Amy Smart, the actress, or whatever. And he's telling him to help him move the body out. And he's like, boy, she's a little wet down there. What have you been doing with her? I'm just like, yo.
Yeah, he has no filter.
No filter. Love it. That's what I love about him, because he doesn't have any filter.
Nope. But he was fantastic.
Oh, hell yes. Just like the teeth scene when he knocked his teeth out, and he's just like, holy shit, would you look at that?
We're twins.
Yeah, we're twins. Like, yeah, that shit was funny.
In common.
Yeah. He what he does so well at is being sinister but comedic in the same frame.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. I would have loved to see him in even more like horror movies and stuff.
Thank you, Jason. I'm not alone in the not caring for Bruce Campbell.
Yeah, I like Bruce Campbell. I personally like him. I will say that I did not like Evil Dead 2 or Army of Darkness.
I haven't seen Army of Darkness yet. And I keep getting berated by other people in our community. They're like, watch it. You need to watch it.
I mean, don't let my words, deter you from giving it a watch. I just personally, it's too damn adventurous, and it's a lot less horror and a lot more adventurous, and
like kind of fantasy.
Yeah, and I'm just like, I can't get into this. And I didn't like part 2 because it was basically a remake of part 1, just a few things different. Like they basically redid the same movie. And I get it. That was their way of trying to, quote unquote, be different and kind of be funny about it.
Yeah.
But I didn't like that. I really didn't. Like, I loved him in Maniac Cop, though.
Well, let me tell you, the Evil Dead 2013, it hit it out of the park a million miles.
Oh, it did. It was really good.
Evil Dead Rise? Oh, my God.
I really like Evil Dead Rise. I like the storytelling within it. I love the characters.
Yes, the characters are
Yes. For me, Alyssa Sutherland is the best Deadite.
Oh my God.
She is amazing. The way she contorts her body in certain scenes, her facial expressions. I love when she comes out the bathroom and she looks to the side and she just has that side smirk. And I'm just like, yo, she's so good. She nailed that. But so did Lily Sullivan as Beth.
Oh, Beth is
killed it.
Yes.
Killed it.
If there's a way that we can get Mia and Beth together, please, can we do that?
Are you talking about Mia Goth?
No, Mia is from Evil Dead 2013.
That's right. That is right.
If we can get them two together, oh my God, that would be amazing.
That would be.
Ooh, this death scene is just iconic to me. Mm-hmm. Why did I not notice the air fresheners everywhere? There's freaking air fresheners everywhere. Oh my
And
god.
that's still, and you know what's crazy? That still didn't stop the stench of the dead body.
Hell no. Look at him. Oh my god.
Mm. Man, I gotta give it to Spacey. He's brutal, man.
Yeah, he wasn't playing. He
Sloth.
enjoyed torturing his victims.
He really did. He put the work into it.
Oh my god, he even took pictures of the process.
Yep.
Damn. Oh, shit.
Mm.
This isn't even the worst part. Look at that,
It's
the
not.
process. He took pictures of the whole freaking process.
Yep. I got pissed. I got
Oh my
fingernails. Oh man.
Oh my god.
Uh,
The fact that he's
he's
still
alive.
alive. Oh my god.
Wow, that's
When I was a
nuts.
kid, this scene always got me.
That's nuts. I forgot all about that scene. That he's
I'll
alive.
never forget. I will never forget.
Wow.
In my opinion, that's one of the best scenes.
I have to agree. That now that I'm like I got to see it again, yeah. Because you think he's dead and he just like goes crazy.
And he's freaking breathing and he's trying to. Oh my
You
god.
know? And he scares the shit out of all of them.
Well, the one guy was right up next to him.
Yup.
Do you have a right to be there?
I got your picture, man. The man, I'm surprised you can spell. Yo. Oh man, that's good stuff. You know, they pissed me off.
Right, Jason? Oh my god, I couldn't imagine seeing it in theaters and then seeing that scene.
What, Jason? Saying I need to see Evil Dead remake sometime. Never seen it. Okay. Well, so Carey, I'm sure you'll be down for this. Because when I get back from Texas, I know Evil Dead Rise is available on streaming this week. When I get back from Texas next week, maybe next Wednesday for the live watch party, how about if you're available, we'll do a double feature, Evil Dead remake plus Evil Dead Rise.
Well, I have to see.
Yeah, see if you're available, and if you are, maybe we can start at like 6 p.m. So we're not running too late in case you have to be up the next morning for work.
Now you say Wednesday. Is that Oh, is that the 31st?
I believe so, yes.
So I can't do that. Because
What about
I'm going to
on the
be doing
29th?
I have an amazing reason. It is an
Okay.
amazing reason. I am
Okay.
going to be on stream with Knight, and we
Nice.
are going to be interviewing Sandy Johnson. She is Judith Myers in Halloween 78.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's going to be awesome. I'm going to have to tune in for that.
Yep, I scored
What time does it start?
at 7.
Okay. So what about Monday night the 29th? Because I get back from Texas early, basically Monday morning. Late Sunday night.
The 29th.
And I'm off work Monday.
That could actually... The 29th, you said?
Yep.
Okay. So I work 8 to 3, but I'm off the next day, so sounds good to me.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, we'll put it together. So, Jason, a nice one. Monday, I'll put the stream together, so keep an eye out for
Let's
community
get Jason on
notifications.
here. Jason, do you want to be on the stream? Like,
Well,
that would be
yeah,
cool.
that would be cool. That actually would be cool, being that it is his first time watch of the remake.
We gotta see the reactions. Like,
That's true. That is true. So, Jason, hit up the chat. Let me know if you are available Monday, and let me know if you would like to come on the panel for your first time watch of Evil Dead the remake. And we're also going to do Evil Dead Rises too. It's going to be a double feature.
Only if we somehow incorporate the Rocky Horror Picture Show, whatever he's like, double feature.
I think I can make that happen.
We might have to sing it ourselves.
Well, that's funny that you brought that up, because I remember when I watched that last year with Val Bob or whatever, Val had asked about rewatching the entire Rocky Horror Picture Show, but actually singing along the entire movie. And I told her, I said, hey, we could do that. So I might have to revisit that with her.
She's going to be
now,
singing
granted, it's going to be a lot of studying in terms of getting all that dialogue down, but we're going to try.
Oh, damn.
I ain't gonna lie. I enjoyed Rocky Horror Picture Show. It was fun. It's different. It's not meant to be scary. In my opinion, it's meant to be fun.
I see it
and
as
weird.
Exploratory.
I can agree with that.
Yeah, that's like the best way I can describe that. Like, I feel like it's a very curious movie.
Okay, so Jamie Hart says you guys are coming to my birthday stream, right? So, Jamie, when is your birthday stream?
Let us know.
Yeah, let us know. Because even if I have to work that night, I will at least make sure that I stop in to visit for a second.
Let's do the time warp again. Jamie started it.
I saw. And real quick, XV Ryan saying, Ghosty Pennywise, Saw, do it. You get badass emojis like these. Oh, yeah, man. Yeah. Hell yes. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm trying to find some more that actually fit the pixel and the frame size that I can use here on YouTube to add more. So once I do, I'll definitely send out a community post letting you guys know that you can have access to more of these emojis and stuff like that. Heck yeah, man. I'm trying to find the best ones, man, because I know a lot of us here, we all tend to like the majority of the same thing. You know what I mean? But I'm also going to try some other ones that you may not be too familiar with, like Victor Crowley, for example. Art the Clown, he is becoming more of a household name, but him as well.
Oh, I don't know if you know about the Chainsaw Awards that were on Shudder last night.
Mm-mm.
But Terrifier got 2 awards.
I've seen that on Screen Rant.
Best kill and best widespread released film.
Okay.
I think is how they said it. But I'm proud of them.
Hell yes.
Mia Goth got one.
That's what's up. She deserves it. I like her.
Sure.
I know there's a few people in the community that has expressed, displeasure towards her and don't really care for her acting. I think she's great.
What? I love her acting.
Yep. I think she's really good.
I would give anything to see her be in a movie with Anya Taylor-Joy. I love Anya's acting as well. She had me sold. Please tell me you've seen Last Night in Soho.
I've heard of it.
Oh my god.
I have never watched it.
Seen it? Oh. Yeah. Oh my god. It's one of my favorite newer movies.
What is it? What is it, like drama, action, horror? What's up with it? What genre?
It's a horror. It's a horror, and it's beautifully done. It is gorgeous.
Ooh.
It's set in like the 60s.
Okay, I'm watching it because I like
Yes.
shit like that. I like when the newer school directors take it back to that setting. That's
And
why
when
I
they ace
like
it,
X so much.
because the director definitely did. Right, Jamie? Thank you. It was a great twist.
Okay, so June 1st would be Thursday, 8 p.m. Yeah, I will be at work that night, Jamie, but I will definitely stop in for a few minutes. So send me a link because usually, particularly, I don't want to jinx myself. Thursdays at my job are fairly not busy. So I should have a few minutes, even if it's for like 15 to 30 minutes, I should be able to come on for a little bit and show you some support and wish you a happy birthday and bust it up for you, or bust it up with you and talk a little bit and stuff. And it's crazy that your birthday is June 1st because my best friend, one of my best friends who is no longer here with me anymore, that was her birthday. So your birthday holds a sentimental value to me. So I will definitely make sure I'm there.
I will also be at work, but around 8 o'clock, that's usually when I close things down. So I'll definitely have some downtime to stop in and say happy birthday.
Real quick, because they're talking about here in the movie, they brought up Jack the Ripper or whatever. Have you seen the new season of Slasher?
No, but I want to.
We might have to collab on that too, because I want to get caught up on that.
Yeah, I love the slasher series.
Me too. Me too. I absolutely loved the last one that came out.
Which one was their last one?
I think, if I'm not mistaken, the last one that at least I saw was the Family in the Mansion.
Family in
or
the
whatever. And basically the butler was the killer, the girl butler. Basically, yeah, the girl butler was like the main killer.
The last one I remember is when they were at a, I think it was a resort.
That might have been it. And was it about basically one of the family members, like the families, they were supposed to play a game to get the father's fortune?
No, there was a girl that they killed or whatever.
Okay.
And I'm trying to remember why they had to revisit or whatever.
I'm going to look into it because I might have missed the season. I might have, but the last one I remember, it was about, how about say it was about a family who the father passed away or whatever, but he was like really rich or whatever and stuff like that. And every single year they would play these games, like crazy type games, in order to basically move one step closer to getting his fortune and basically be on his good side type shit. But it was really, really good. I really enjoyed it. It was brutal and it was just fun. You know, it was a really well done whodunit, in my opinion. And yeah, definitely. Yeah, we're gonna have to check up on these slashers because I might have missed a couple too. Because I remember the original season, the first inaugural season, loved it. So yeah, that's something I got to get caught back up on.
Yeah, because they're really good.
They are. Philip Morgan in the chat saying, "Hey everyone, what's going on, Phil? How you doing tonight, man? I hope you're having a great night." So, Phil, if you would like to watch the movie, if you're not watching it already, let me know and we can hit you up with a timestamp. Oh, okay. So Jamie's saying, I'm sure I'll be streaming for 4 hours at least. That's what the length has been for the last 4 streams. Okay, so that means you'll be streaming from 8 to 12. Well, if I can't make it in at work, Jamie, I can definitely make it in at the end of work because I should be out anytime between 11:15 and 11:30. So, like I said, even if it's for like 15 minutes, I'll definitely stop in and hang out with you on your birthday for a little bit.
Well, I'll say something in the beginning and I'll say something at the end.
Yeah, I agree, Jason. Jason saying I haven't seen the slasher. Jack the Ripper was a truly fascinating killer. Yeah, absolutely. And that's what this new season of slasher is centered around, if I'm not mistaken, is like a Jack the Ripper type character.
Yeah.
So that's another reason why I want to take a look at it because, I also like, From Hell with Johnny Depp about Jack the Ripper. That was a good movie in my opinion.
That was a good movie.
Yes. Yep, Johnny Depp and Heather Graham. You been talking to my wife? Charlie's fucking Angels.
He has such interesting lines in this.
Yes.
Mr. Sassy Pants.
Yeah, flamboyant, and I like it. Very flamboyant. Oh shit, yeah. I forgot about this scene where they shoot at him. Yeah.
Hell no, he's not hit.
Yeah, bro, he's gone. Okay, no, he's still there. I like how Morgan for a split second is just staring there, just like watching, like, oh, what's gonna happen?
Well, he's probably thinking, well, he's out in the forefront, so
Yeah, yeah.
something happens on him.
Let him take the bullet. I'm good.
Probably shouldn't point your gun at everyone.
Right. Okay, Jamie, definitely sounds good. Heck yeah, I can't wait.
Jeez, he's talking to just local, like, innocent
Yeah.
people. They just want to watch their cartoons.
Right? Like, man, we tired of everybody busting in through our door. We trying to watch TV, man.
Let us watch our cartoons.
Yeah.
Who is the dude even shooting at him anyway?
I can't remember. I thought honestly it was probably Kevin Spacey, but I guess I would be wrong.
Jason.
That's what's up. That's what's up, Jason. Subscribing to Jamie's channel. That's awesome.
Jason's cool like that.
I mean, well, his name is Jason the Nice One, so.
Well, he lives up to his name.
It's so true. I had to plug it in, Jason. I had to.
He's the nicest one you'll ever meet.
That's right. Yeah, he's not like that Jason from Camp Crystal Lake. He's mean.
And yet we all love him somehow.
I know, right?
When you really think about it, we actually love him.
That is very true. Very true. I'm super excited for Never Hike Alone 2.
I'm excited about Crystal Lake.
Me too. Absolutely, me too. But I guess the reason why is because I'm just happy that in Never Hike Alone, Tom Matthews got his flowers as Tommy Jarvis. You know what I mean? I like Corey Feldman a lot. But because we only got one movie of him, and we only got one official movie with Tom Matthews, but he was willing to come back for the fan film. And I love his performance as adult Tommy Jarvis. Love it. So, like, that's my boy. You know what I mean? Like, he has one of the most iconic lines, at least in my opinion, in terms of the Jason franchise or whatever, when he's on the boat calling Jason out. And I guess why it resonates with me so much is because I was like 6, 7 years old reciting his lines that had cuss words in it. So,
It's the only way I can get away with it.
Yeah, exactly. So he allowed me to slip the tongue freely every once in a while.
Okay, I can see that. I could.
But I just love his overall performance. You know what I mean? I thought he played a really good Tommy Jarvis. Now, would I love to see Corey Feldman get a crack at it as an adult? Yes, but I don't know if he'd be down to do it. So
I don't know either.
You know what I mean? So that's what stinks about that.
Uh-oh. Oh, that shot is phenomenal.
It is. The rain dripping down on the side and everything. And it's going slow motion.
And the fact that you can't see the guy's face.
Yep. And yep. That too.
And he's going to let him go. Ooh.
I didn't even notice this until now, but I really appreciate Morgan rocking the Dr. Loomis jacket.
I know. I love
and
the
you could say basically the whole costume.
I love the hat.
Right. He shot at us. You can't. The hell we can't.
He looks like shit.
He does. He got tore up.
Mm-hmm. Right, May? You can get easily sucked into this one.
It really is. Jason says, thanks. Change my YouTube channel and handle the Jason the Nice One as a joke and to make it horror related. When Friday the 13th Part 2 came out, I was so mad that they named an icon after me. That's great. That's great. Well, I love the YouTube handle, buddy. I think it fits perfectly.
I know. I love it. And hello, Philip. I didn't say hello to you.
That's right, man. This is a really great movie. Again, like I said at the beginning of the stream, I think this movie needs a lot more love than it does get.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. I'm wondering if because of it being so long, is that why it's overlooked?
That could be possible as well. I mean, it did come out in 1995. You know, so, I mean, especially to the newer generation, that's a long time ago.
Mm-hmm. And people were used to 1 hour and 30 minutes back in the 90s.
That's right. That's very true. The only time you really were used to an extended movie, or a longer movie, I should say, was like with Scarface, Goodfellas, the mobster movies, Casino, Titanic, yep, stuff like that.
Ultimate classic.
Yes, it is.
The whole double VHS tapes.
Yep.
Or part 2. I remember that with it as well.
You know who I miss seeing acting and I don't see him much anymore? Billy Zane.
Oh, yeah.
Billy Zane. He was good. I really enjoyed him in Tales from the Crypt Demon Knight as the devil.
Now, are we talking about, is that Cal from Titanic?
The one who was the one who wanted Leonardo's girl but couldn't have her.
Because he was a total asshole.
Yes.
He was the rich guy.
Yes.
And he went on the boat with the women and the children because he's a total dickwad. Okay.
Absolutely. Yep.
Okay. Just making sure.
Oh, and he also did the voice work in Pocahontas 2 for her new man.
Oh.
Yes, that was Billy Zane, who was, I forget the character's name in that or whatever, but basically he replaced John Smith as Pocahontas' new boo.
New boo.
But
yeah,
I'm
right,
a fan of Billy Zane.
He hasn't been in a lot of movies.
No,
Like,
the last movie I really like mainstream movie I seen him in was The Roommate, and he was the teacher who she basically tried to set up for rape, the crazy girl.
Oh.
Yes. Yep.
I saw The Roommate like once.
Yes. Oh, I'll tell you something real quick about that. So me, my sister, my cousin Rakeem went to go see that movie in the theaters, and me and my sister were really pumped for it because instantly when we saw the previews, we were like, this is single white female remade. You know what I mean? Just with a different name. That's exactly what this is. And we loved that movie growing up. So we went to go see it. And the part where the girl's in the bathroom and she cracks her jaw by punching it or whatever and stuff. And it was so funny because when she does that, my little cousin Rakeem, he's older now, obviously, but literally in a packed theater, he's just like, whatever. It had us fucking dying.
Oh,
but
man,
everybody in the theater just start busting out laughing because of him. That was a classic. That was such a classic. Oh, man. So, Rakeem, if you're watching this stream or come across this stream, I love you, cuz. That shit will always go down in the history books to me.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. Good stuff. Speaking of single white female, real quickly, what's interesting is I just seen a photo of Bridget Fonda. You know, I did not know she quit acting over 20 years ago.
So it's crazy you mentioned that because I was talking to I discovered like a newer horror channel. They're not really newer, but newer to me. And they were talking about how Lake Placid was her last one. And I'm like, no way.
Yep.
And apparently it was.
Yep.
And that baffles me.
Absolutely. It's crazy.
What does she look like now?
Completely unrecognizable.
Oh, I gotta look her up.
She's living the old head. She's living the old head. I'm not even a Hollywood star anymore. Look, life. She's like, she looks like a regular person, I guess, if that's what you would want to say, because you know they do get all glitzed up and glamored up when you're in Hollywood.
What? No way is that her.
Yeah, it is. If that's yeah, most likely it is. You're looking at the right one.
That can't. I have to refuse that that's her. Oh my god.
It most likely is her if you're looking at the right one.
I'm sending.
Is she like coming off of an escalator or something, or going out to like a parking lot or whatever?
She looks like she's in a parking lot. Yeah.
Yep. That's it.
Oh my god, that does not look like her at all.
It doesn't, right?
No. They're playing around, right?
No, that's Bridget Fonda. I ain't telling no lie.
Oh my god. She's 59 years old.
Yep.
Wow. Ooh, I forgot that she was in A Simple Plan. Oh my god, she's in Army of Darkness.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Apparently she is.
Oh, I haven't seen that movie in so long, so I don't remember. I refuse to ever watch it again. And I'm being honest, I just didn't like it. I
Hey,
just
that is fine. Oh my god, I absolutely love her in Lake Placid.
no, she was a really good actress. I forget this one movie she played in where it was like an action movie where she was like this agent who was like drugged or something like that, or she had like a chip planted into her, like some government shit, and she was badass in that movie.
I'm wondering which one that one is. And Jamie has a point. She's a Fonda. She doesn't necessarily need to act.
That is very true. That is very, very true.
Peter Fonda, Henry Fonda, Jane
Jane.
Fonda. Oh my god, I loved Betty White in I loved Betty White in Lake Placid.
I forgot that she was in there.
Oh, I can't forget. She's the one that was feeding the crocodile.
That's another movie I got to catch up on. I did like Pat Placid. I like what's his name? Oliver Platt.
Mm-hmm. And Bill Pullman.
Yep, Bill Pullman. Yep,
Fantastic cast.
absolutely.
Ew.
Okay, there we go. I was starting to get a little worried.
What?
No, I'm gonna have to get a new computer charger cord at some point because my grandbabies, the puppies, they're teething, so they decided to get a hold of it and chew through it a little bit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Does it still work?
Huh?
Does it still work?
Oh yeah, it's still working, but I'm not gonna lie. For a second there, I thought it was like finito, done, because it wasn't like working. It wasn't turning on, and then I just took it out the outlet and put it back in, and it's working again. So I think it's more of there's a short in this outlet that I'm close to more than it's not going to work. But I still want to get another charger piece just because when it does clunk out, I want to be able to still use this laptop. I have another laptop, but I like this one better because it has an Ethernet port. You know what I mean? So when I'm using my laptop to stream, I can plug my Ethernet right in. My other one doesn't have it, which is why I was going through so many technical difficulties before because, running StreamYard on Wi-Fi, you'll get okay connection, but at some point it's bound to lag.
Oh, yeah. That's why I don't do the backgrounds anymore.
I don't blame you. Yeah, and that's another thing too. I feel like you have to have like the highest plan Xfinity service in terms of internet, that would be like 1,800 gigabytes or whatever. You'd have to have that in order for your green screen to work and stuff like work consistently without lags and all that stuff. And that's just going through too much. I rather, which I'm doing, especially when I go to Texas Frightmare this weekend, I'm going to grab some more posters and stuff like that. But I'd rather build my poster game up, get my DVD game back up, and then eventually create my own little space to where I can build my own background.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yes.
I have blank canvases, and I'm thinking about making like a collage of like my favorite movies.
Hell yeah, why not? You're artistic. You know what you're doing.
Yeah, I love being creative.
It's crazy because I never thought that I would enjoy more of the creative side of, doing YouTubing and stuff like that. I actually enjoy putting stuff together, like, messing with, the transitions, sprucing up a couple designs and stuff like that. I actually like it. I like it a lot. It's fun. Like, I ain't even gonna lie. I know when that video drops, what I was telling you about, when y'all see the Charlie plane, y'all gonna geek out. I'm telling you, y'all gonna geek because I had to geek
intrigued.
out. I had to geek out. I started bugging. I was like, yo, this shit is crazy. It's cool though. Oh man.
This guy is intense.
Mm-hmm. And real quickly, this guy, you remember him, Carey. You know who he's from, the one in the interrogation. You remember? Bone Collector.
He was in Bone Collector?
He's the guy. Marcus. Remember? He was his doctor.
Oh, okay. Okay,
Yep.
it's coming back to me now. Okay,
Yep.
yeah.
He was his doctor. Yep.
It took me a second.
I will always remember that scene because of how Denzel says Marcus. I love it. I love it. And the reason why I love it is because my buddy Josh, he's not like into movies or nothing like that, but he even started calling me Marcus in that way. So when Denzel he's looking at him, he's like, where are you going with all this? Marcus. I was like, yo, that's real as shit. I like it. I'm like, I like it. I mean, I always remember that.
Oh, you
And plus,
got it.
Bone Collector is just another underrated great film.
Oh, yeah, it's fantastic.
Fantastic.
When I was watching it, I was like riveted the whole time.
Yep. Yes.
But it's
And then-
Denzel, so that doesn't surprise me.
Yep. And then, of course, they had Angelina Jolie, but they had Al fucking Bundy in there. How cool is that?
Ed O'Neill.
Yes, you cannot go wrong with Ed O'Neill, Al Bundy.
Mm-mm.
Life in the marriage, life in the marriage. That's my boy. I love Ed
Reminds me, I
O'Neill.
have to watch Taking Lives.
That's another good one.
That's a good one for my murder mystery.
Yes, it is. That is not a bad murder mystery. It's not.
And you gotta love Ethan Hawke.
Oh, hell yes. Absolutely.
He plays both sides very well.
Yes, he does.
Because I remember when I watched it, I was like, dude, this guy, like, I feel bad for him.
I forget about what the movie is called, but it was with Meg Ryan and Mark Ruffalo. But it was like a thriller. I'm gonna have to check into it. But I remember that because it came out around the same time or a little bit after Taking Lives did. But Taking Lives is a good movie. I liked it. You know what PG-13 thriller / I guess you want to say horror movie I actually enjoyed? Stay Alive.
Oh my god, I love Stay Alive.
That's a fucking banger.
Now I have that one on physical DVD.
So, have you watched Don't Hang Up from 2017?
No. What?
Okay.
What, is it good?
I'm adding you now to the list. Destin's on the list. Now you're going to have to be on the list. Y'all going to have to come up on here and watch it with me. Listen, I love it. And the reason why is because it's a mixture, in my opinion, of Scream, Saw, and Unfriended. Molded into one.
I like all three of those, so...
Like I said before in previous streams, the only knack I have about the movie is the killer's mask. Outside of it, I think it's really underrated. I thought the way that they did it for a movie that went straight to like DVD, it was good. I enjoyed it a lot.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
It's good. I really, really enjoy it. Oh, and you'll like this aspect too. That basically the targets are content creators.
Oh.
They are.
Yeah, that's funny.
But they bring it on themselves, and that's all I'm going to say.
Okay.
It's good. I really enjoyed it. And it was so crazy because, and you know this, Carey, you'll be hanging out at home after, maybe making a couple videos or whatever, or, getting off work and now you're just trying to relax and maybe find a new movie to talk about. and stuff. And I was just literally flicking through Tubi, and I seen it was like, "Don't hang up," and I'm like, "Huh." You know, I am a fan of killers and cell phones, obviously Scream. So,
Yeah.
okay, this looks intriguing. And I sat there and I watched it and I was just like, man, this was good. Like this was way
Okay.
better than what I bargained for.
All right.
It's good.
I'm
I really
intrigued.
enjoy it. Yeah, we're gonna definitely have to me, you, and Destin are gonna have to link up for that.
What's happening now?
Yes, Philip, it is. Stay Alive is great. Okay, so yes, that's right. Jamie saying it's called In the Cut, Marcus. That is so true. The Meg Ryan and Mark Ruffalo movie. That is right.
Okay.
In the Cut. Yep. That was
I will
okay
look it up.
too. It wasn't bad. It was okay. It wasn't like a world beater, but it's watchable.
I have,
At least
Jamie,
in
but
my
it's
opinion.
been so long. And welcome back, Wayne.
Jamie saying, have any of you guys seen An American Haunting with Sissy Spacek and Donald Sutherland? No, I have not seen that one, Jamie.
There's one scene in that movie that just like sticks with me, and it's when the girl has her hair pulled
Mm-hmm.
and she gets thrown around. Like that scene like always sticks with me. It's just the way that it's shot and the way that it's done.
Are you talking about in here or are you talking about another movie?
In American Haunting.
Oh, see, yeah, I never saw it.
Then that's all I will say.
I mean, but you're saying homegirls, you know, basically getting levitated by her hair and thrown around. I might have to watch it. Sounds pretty brutal.
Pretty good.
Okay.
Oh,
I
he
like
is.
The Haunting. Here he is.
Whoa.
Here he is.
What the hell? What kind of shenanigans did he get into? He's all bloody.
Some very murderous shenanigans. I'm sorry, just like you just look at Kevin and he fits it so great because he's so serious about it. Like it's crazy.
What do you mean, what is it? Obviously, it's blood. You're like, what is this? It's ketchup.
Right? No,
He
hold
went
on.
to a restaurant and he overate.
No, you gotta remember, Carey. Corn syrup. Same stuff they use for pig's blood in Carey.
That's a lot of corn syrup then.
I know, right?
What do you do, bathe in it?
Probably. Most likely. Or he just gave himself a Gatorade bath in it.
Maybe. The fruit punch flavor?
Yep. Oh, man. No, it's the new flavor, blood orange.
Actually, that sounds good.
I
That sounds bad.
will say this: some blood orange flavored drinks are fucking rocking.
Mm-hmm.
They are.
I like how he says for the first time
For the
ever,
first time ever, you and I are in total agreement.
it's never happened before.
That's great.
Oh no.
Man, they really did have a stacked roster in here because he's another guy. The guy sitting on the couch who's a great actor.
Oh yeah, I've seen him in some
Yes,
movies.
so many movies. It's not a done deal, Brad. Far from it. You'll find out. It's far from it.
Oh yeah.
You'll find out.
But here's I'm now I have like an interesting ponderment. What would have
Okay.
happened if they didn't go with him? How long would it have taken for them to discover?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Yeah, that his wife was gone.
That is a really good question.
Because I don't think they would have known that she was dead.
Yeah, because I'm about to say he didn't even know he took her up until that scene, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when Kevin basically started running it down and basically giving him little clues and
And
stuff.
the infamous box.
Yes, and the infamous box. Yes, yeah, that's a really good question to ask, Carey. Like, what would have
See,
happened if they didn't go with him? That's interesting.
maybe I should make a what if on this movie.
Go for it.
I did a good what if about the Scream films.
That you did. That you did. And I think you can do a lot more too.
I probably should.
I'm telling you, now like that I analyze these movies the way we do, man, there's just so many layers in Scream, and there are so many things that even if it wasn't intentional for it to look that way, you can definitely make some good theories and some good what if scenarios out of it. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm. There's definitely a lot of layers.
Absolutely.
If we had the right director, they could peel some of those layers.
If you were actually man enough to if you were actually man enough to file the claim.
This is a total male bonding moment, isn't it? Them
Yes, it
shaving
is.
their chests together.
Right. Right. Hope Morgan is using Gillette.
Well, they did an okay job, so
That's true.
there's no cuts.
Yeah, that means that blade is good.
I don't know. I'm skeptical about watching Infinity Pool.
Infinity Pool. Yeah, I've been hearing a lot about that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Huh. Jason's saying, "Oh my God, Infinity Pool, truly disturbing film. Good, but disturbing." Well, Jason, I like disturbing. So you might have just found my movie for tonight once I'm done putting in more work on the channel.
I mean, I don't mind disturbing too.
Right. As long as it's not like over the top disturbing to where, you know, it's just like, yeah, just over the top. But just a perfect amount of disturbing I can do.
If that's the case, I should not have watched Human Centipede.
Yeah, that's how I felt about Teeth.
I still never watched that one.
That's exactly how I felt about Teeth. Nope. Not again.
Maybe on a rainy day I'll watch it.
Oh man, you never seen Teeth?
Mm-mm.
Oh. Oh. That's all I'm gonna say. When you see the part, you'll understand what I'm talking about.
I've heard things. Don't get me wrong. I've
good.
heard things. Yeah.
I will say this though. It's not as bad as the scene in Terrifier, the first one. Well, yeah, because All Hallows Eve wasn't really Terrifier or whatever. It's not as bad as that scene in Terrifier where he splits her down the middle that way. I'll say that. Because that scene, oh.
Yeah, that was brutal.
I remember me and Bob were doing a watch party last year for Terrifier 1 because I had never seen it. I always was skeptical about watching it. and I actually ended up watching it and really liking it. But when that scene came up, it was so funny because I'm just sitting there watching or whatever, and he's prepping everything, and then I just cock my head to the side, and I'm just like, bro, is he about to do what I think he's gonna do? And Bob just starts busting out laughing, and I'm just like, bro, no, he's not. He's not about to do that. And he went there, and I was just like, yo, like seriously?
Mhm.
I was like, yo, I'm
they
sorry.
went in the entire time too.
Right. I said this on that stream that night. I thought the snipping of the nutsack in Hostel was bad. I feel way more for you women in that scene than any other scene I've seen of the balls getting snipped. That was disturbing. I'm not even gonna lie. That was disturbing.
Yes, highly. It was bad.
Oh, like wow.
That's why I won't watch Green Inferno, because I've heard some things about that one too.
See, I'm not gonna lie. I've never watched Strangeland with Dee Snider, I think it is, the musician. And this film came out in like 1998. And from what I heard it's like very sadistic. Like it's like one of those that you might end up actually coughing up a little puke in between, watching some of these scenes. Like they said, it's that disturbing and that nasty and brutal.
Oh, damn.
Yes. Like I want to watch it just for the sake that I've never watched it. But if I do, everyone, I'm not making any promises that I might not barf here on camera. So I'm just letting you know.
Are you gonna be like Craven, where he took his camera off, but he accidentally kept the mic still on, and we could still hear him going,
No, I didn't know that. I didn't even know about that.
So they did a watch party for Sleepaway Camp 2, maybe?
Okay.
It was one of the sequels, but there was a scene where the girl was thrown into a porta potty, and he couldn't stand looking at, because she was covered in poop.
Ooh. I don't know if I'd want to look at that neither. I might end up blowing a few chunks as well.
Yeah, and he just wasn't having it. Like, he didn't like the way it looked or anything, so he had his camera off, and we could still hear him gagging.
I can only imagine. I can only imagine. It's just like that night when Knight busted out that clip of the guy in the shower in towel. Steven's face. I was honed in, waiting for the camera to come back out of that video because I was squared solely on Steven's face. And it was just so funny because he's just looking. He's like, bro, we play that clip again. Oh, man. We are creating some awesome, fun memories here on YouTube.
Oh, yeah, especially the mega stream whenever
oh, yes.
Destin fell off of the chair. I'm pretty sure I blacked out at one point.
Yep. I'll never forget that because it was funny. Because we were all talking, and then next thing you know, I just see Jackie pointing down to Destin. and at first, I'm thinking, what the fuck is Jackie pointing at? I'm like, what is she doing? So I just looked down, and Destin is out. I was like, oh, shit. I'm like, okay, let's go. That's how you know it was a celebration.
Because at one point, I was like so gone. I was so far gone that when you guys were talking, I had no idea what you guys were saying. My eyes were glazed over, and I was just like, I have no idea what's going on right now. I
have no idea what they're saying. I have no idea what they're doing. I don't even know if it sounds good.
Nope.
That's crazy. That's awesome. Hey, that's a sign of a good time. You know what I mean? And what's even better about it is you're in the comfort of your own home. You know what I mean? It's not like you're out, having to worry about catching an Uber somewhere or whatever and stuff. You got to do that right at home and crashed right in your bed right after.
Yep. That's
Yeah, I
very
mean, yes. Great times.
yeah.
Great time.
Not drinking anymore though.
Hey, I don't blame you. I know, honestly, like y'all know it. I only drink every once in a while. You know what I mean? And stuff like I can't handle the alcoholic pounding like I used to when I was younger.
I
It
can't
just
do it.
you can't. It takes a toll on the body. It does. Like, I'm good. Like, don't get me wrong. On occasion, I will. Like on my birthday, I'm gonna have a stream. I might get a bottle of wine or champagne, or I might just get a bottle of liquor. But I'm not gonna go super crazy. I'm just gonna have a couple sips, couple drinks, keep it moderate. But that's about it. That's like on occasion. That's all I do. Like when I drink, it's only like every few months.
Yeah, and that's fine. I have wine in my fridge right now.
Yeah. Oh, wine's popping. I ain't even gonna lie.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? The older I get, the more I enjoy wine and champagne and shit like that.
Yeah. I got pink Moscato and I got blackberry wine.
I'll be on my old head shit. Let's go.
Mhm.
Let's go.
Dude, this is his best dialogue.
It is.
Ooh. It was him.
And I seem to remember breaking your face.
See, it was him. It was him that was going after him.
Yeah. That's what I thought. Yeah. Yeah. You're a fucking t-shirt at best.
A t-shirt. I'm telling you, he's got these lines.
He said he's a fucking t-shirt at best. Yo, I'm done. Yeah. Oh man. Oh man. Yeah, Brad killed that one.
Oh my god. In a way, he's a lot like John Kramer.
Oh, that's a really good observation.
Because he's talking about how he doesn't pity these people. Because in a way, he was kind of saving them.
That's interesting. Yeah, that is very true. Wow, I never looked at it like that. But that's a really good observation in comparison to make.
Oh my god, could you imagine them having a conversation with each other?
Oh man.
That would be insane.
Wait. Isn't Kevin's name in here John, right?
Did they give him a name?
I think they did. I think his name is John in here. Yeah, I think Brad said, John, calm down. Yeah, hold on. Let me make sure though, 100% disclosure.
Oh wait, I think his name is John. Yeah, but wasn't it John Doe? Because they weren't able to get his DNA.
Yeah, it is John Doe, yup.
Because they weren't able to get his DNA because he scraped his fingers.
Yep, that's true. John Doe, yep. Hey, his name's still John. It counts.
It does count. Because they'll never know his name.
Oh, man. I feel like this John, especially if him and John Kramer were have a conversation, I feel like Kramer would look at him more as a Hoffman. Because he's doing basically this for his own pleasure in so many ways. He's not really doing it
for self-gain.
Yes, he thinks that he's saving people, but he's really not. To where John Kramer, though very sadistic, I do believe his intention was to save lives, even though it was a very sadistic way about going about that.
Yes, very. It's close.
Uh-huh.
He must feel
Oh,
so powerful right now, knowing what he knows.
yep. Absolutely. Well, it's just like, in one of my Scream videos, I was talking about, Kirby being a killer. And one of my subscribers had said in the comment section, how would basically she be able to pass the mental exam test? They would have been able to, they would have been able to know that she was a whack job or she was a psycho. And I said, you got to keep in mind, psychos are very manipulative and very endearing. They can find a way to get into anything and make them seem very unsuspicious as to who they really are.
Oh, they know how to function normal.
Yes, they know how to be a normal human being. They know how to play the game.
They perform.
Yep.
To get what they want.
That's very true. Perfectly said, Carey. Perfectly said.
They perform an illusion. There we go. That's what I wanted to say. Uh-oh. Where's he going?
Oh. I know I'm a little bit behind, but Jason said this a little bit earlier. There is one particular scene that is almost pornographic. The body horror is there, like father, like son. An uncut version is available that the scene is supposedly completely pornographic. Jason, hit the comment section and let me know what movie you're talking about, because I think I'm a little bit behind and I might have forget where we were at on that.
Talking about Infinity Pool, because I've heard something about Mia Goth.
See, well then, I don't know, man. I mean, I don't know how I feel about that.
I mean,
I'll still give it a watch.
X was pretty much considered.
Yeah, you can basically say that too. Yeah.
But I feel like Ty West did it,
He did it in a way that was, I want to say, acceptable, but it was manageable.
Yeah.
Right.
Like,
I can agree with that.
It didn't make you uncomfortable.
Right. It didn't. There you go. Right. Absolutely. There you go. Well,
that guy looks familiar
if
too.
I'm being honest, I fast forward the part when, the old heads was getting it on. I couldn't watch that. That was doing too much.
Nobody's really a fan of that part.
That was doing too much. That was doing a little too much, but I still love that movie, and I love the cinematography on that movie. He did such a good job.
That guy looks like one of the Arquettes. Like when I saw,
could have been. I might have to get a closer look.
When I saw him like close up, he looked like the one that was in Scream 3.
Wait, that's right. David did have one of his brothers in Scream 3, didn't he?
Yeah.
That's right.
Why can't I think of his name? For some reason, it has escaped me.
Jason said the Tusk watch party. Wow, I just watched the replay. Yeah, I heard about the Tusk too.
Oh yeah, Craven's got some interesting reaction to that one.
I'm gonna have to watch it.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, he was talking about Infinity Pool. He said Jason says the movie is good from a writing standpoint and the actors are brilliant. I just felt at times it went a bit too far. Okay. I'm gonna check it out. Oh, here we are. I am gonna check that out though, Jason. Because outside of going a little bit too far, you said it was good from a writing standpoint and the actors are brilliant. Yeah. Well, that got me.
Oh my God, it's him. Richmond Arquette.
Oh.
Dude. Am I good or am I good?
No, you're good. Because I would have caught that.
I don't know. I was looking at his face and I'm like, dude, you look like an Arquette. Uh-oh.
Yep, here we go.
Oh, no. Uh-oh.
I took a souvenir.
Mm.
Here we go. What's in the box?
Dude, do you blame him, though?
Hell no.
Dude, I'm sorry, but if I was Morgan Freeman, if I was his character, I'd be like, I'm looking the other way.
Yeah, shoot him.
I would say, do what you need to do.
Yeah, do what you got to do.
Say it was self-defense. Do what you got to do.
Right. See, that's deep.
He didn't even know.
Yeah, he didn't even know. He didn't even know. That's deep. That's why I said that's deep. And just no remorse, just callous. Oh, he didn't know.
The scene is just.
It's deep.
Dude, let him do it.
Man.
How? How would he win? Not if you say it's self-defense.
Man, it's like rewatching this, especially because the reveal and everything. This shit is riveting. It really is. Like, that's deep. That is deep as shit. And then it got the flashbacks of her face. Like, come on, man. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, that's where you. Yeah. Oh fuck, he shot him. Yeah, he did fucking shoot him, and keep shooting him. Because that's what he did. That's inexplicable, I should say.
I don't think he'll have a normal life either way. So
right,
but
exactly.
Could you imagine him going through life with knowing that he was still alive? I don't think he could.
Right, exactly. Boy said, "Oh fuck, he shot him." You damn right. If you would have heard what he heard, you would have shot him too.
I like how they're like, call somebody.
Right.
Okay.
Damn. He broke him. And I think that's what Morgan meant by if you shoot him, he will win, is because he broke him. I mean, look how he's looking out that window. Like he's gone. Like he's out of it.
He doesn't care.
Yeah.
He just says around.
Right. Do you? I think now, even with that dialogue, like I'll be around, for him, this was like kind of a thing to maybe step back out, like take a step back from being a detective. You know what I mean? Because of what he just saw. You know what I mean? And what he just went through.
Makes him want to retire now.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Well, everyone, that is the end of the film. But man, I'm glad we got to rewatch this because just so many feels from this movie, especially from not watching it for so long. Like, this movie is fucking bone chilling. It really is. And just the way Kevin Spacey, was able to not just play John Doe, be the guy in the hat and the trench coat who tried to come after him, be the photographer. You know what I mean? Like they had him basically be right there in front of our detectives, but hidden in plain sight.
Oh yeah.
I love it. Like they did, man, this movie is a classic. Like, hey, if you're not a fan of Seven, hey, I respect that. But me, this movie needs a lot more love than it gets. It's a classic.
I agree.
It's,
That ending,
oh man.
I just feel like nobody really wins. Nobody
There
wins.
you go. Right. That's a perfect way to put it.
Even
Nobody wins. Nobody wins in this situation.
Nope. Even though John Doe dies, the damage is still done.
Yep. The damage is already done. And that's why, Morgan, in my opinion, did not want David to, Morgan's character didn't want Brad's character to shoot him because he knew one way or another, nobody wins from this.
No.
You know what I mean? So if you shoot him, you're not going to win from it. If you don't shoot him, you're not going to win either way. So
exactly.
That's crazy.
In a lot of ways, so John Doe did win more.
He did.
Because now David will not have that perfect life that he was envious of.
Yep.
And he'll be in jail.
Yep.
And everything fell apart.
Yep, he broke him.
Mm-hmm.
He mentally broke him, and that's what he wanted to do. He wanted to break him, which is why he did what he did by going for his wife and his unborn child. You as a man, you don't do things like that to another man unless you're trying to break him mentally. I mean, it's just like I say when guys might have a beef with each other. What is the number one thing a guy does when they have a beef with another guy? They try to go after that guy's girlfriend. You know what I mean? It's the mental game. You know what I mean? It's the mental aspect of it. And that's what Kevin's character, John Doe, sought out to do to Brad's character, David. He sought out to mentally break him, and he got what he wanted.
He got exactly what he wanted.
He got exactly what he wanted. He broke the shit out of him. Like, when you really rewatch it, like, and, process it, you're not probably thinking that way when you're initially watching it, just trying to watch it for the watch of it and to have a good time. But when you really analyze it, you're like, damn, he really broke him. Slowly but surely, he broke him.
And John Doe he also finished what he started.
Very true.
He got all of the 7 deadly sins.
Very true. Yes, he utilized all 7 deadly sins and he got them all. That's
John
crazy.
And David was Brad.
All right, so I'll ask you this. Do you think we would ever get a remake of this movie? And if they did decide to do that, who would you want to see play these roles? And how would you want the movie to go? Would you want it to kind of be reminiscent of this one, or would you want it to have its own little spin on it, maybe go some different type of way in terms of, the whole sins aspect, the biblical aspect to it?
Okay, so my brain just was swirling as you were saying that. But I would not want a typical remake.
Gotcha.
What I wouldn't mind seeing is Morgan Freeman coming back, and I wouldn't mind seeing someone idolizing John Doe. Therefore
copycat.
him wanting to do his own 7 deadly sins. That I would not mind. I would not want an actual remake, though.
Right.
But I would absolutely love to see Morgan Freeman come back in some kind of way. Probably not as a detective, because he probably wouldn't come back as a detective. But it would be cool to see 2 new ones.
And then they go to see him.
Yes.
They go to see him for advice.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that. Yeah.
And
that would be cool.
Crime scene pictures and stuff.
Right. Yeah, because it would obviously be very reminiscent to what him and David went through. Yeah. I can get on board with that. And I'm in agreement with you. I wouldn't want an exact remake of what we got in this film. Absolutely not. But I wouldn't mind if you did maybe have a copycat. If you did maybe bring back Morgan Freeman, even if it's for a cameo, a couple minutes and stuff. And like you said, this killer creates their own version of the seven deadly sins.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm really on board with that. I like that idea. That's a good idea if they were to ever remake this film. Now, I will say I kind of hope they never do, because this is one of those movies that I say doesn't need a remake. No, it doesn't need a redo. But we know this, Carey. Hollywood loves money. So, I mean, if somebody wants to come along and do it, I can see it happening. Now, I will say this. Okay, so if we're not obviously getting Brad Pitt back, because I don't think it would make much sense, his character's probably going to spend the rest of his life in jail, maybe. But the two new detectives, who would you like to see play those roles? I got one, and maybe I'm just biased, but I think he always plays like a good cop role or type of, special investigator agent. One for me is Jeffrey Donovan.
Okay.
I would love to see him in this. You know what I mean? In this type of film.
He could be the snarky one.
He could. And that's what I like about him, is that he has that ability to be very serious, but then the next moment he's very snarky and kind of, I don't want to say funny, but you're kind of like, haha, that was slick. Yeah, I mean, like he's one of those, and that's why I like him. You know what I mean? As an actor, he's so good at doing that. And I think this type of movie, especially from a psychology standpoint, would be really good for him.
You know what? I'm going to go a little left field, and I kind of want to see a female thrown into the mix.
Okay. Who you got?
I want to see a male and a female get in there, and I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't even mind seeing like what Mia Goth could do with it.
Oh.
Because I feel like that would be something different, because we haven't seen her in like a serious crime kind of movie.
Right.
So at least we could see something different from her.
I ain't gonna lie. Fucking with Mia Goth, they're gonna have her act like she's the cop, and then she's gonna turn out to be the one who's Jane Doe.
I mean, I wouldn't be mad at that, to be
honest. I wouldn't be mad at it neither if they did it right. She's a great killer. Like shit.
That actually is a really good idea, because then they'd play both sides.
Right.
They would have access to John Doe's files.
Right.
So that would make sense.
It would. Real quick, Philip Morgan says, I think there are too many remakes nowadays. I mean,
I agree.
I'm not going to disagree with that. But money talks and bullshit walks, man. And if the money is there, there's always gonna be remakes, in my opinion. You know, because these titles, especially like a Halloween, like a Scream, just on name value alone, they have a following. And people are going to spend their hard-earned money no matter what to watch those films. So if they know they can get a budget for it and make a profit off of it, they're going to keep remaking these old iconic thrillers, horror movies, etc. You know, I'm still waiting to see if there's ever going to be a Silver Bullet remake. And I only say that is because we got Pet Sematary.
I still never watched the remake.
What, Pet Sematary?
Mm-hmm.
It's actually a really good remake.
I've been wanting to, because I like John Lithgow, so I should probably watch it.
It's good. You won't be disappointed. I don't think so anyway. I thought I would be, and I wasn't. I thought it was actually pretty good. It's actually one of the better remakes. I still have Evil Dead 2013 and Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake as my top 2 remakes.
I agree.
Yes.
I got another one.
What?
Dawn of the Dead.
See, I never really got into them.
I have to be clear. I have to be very clear. I'm not a zombie fan.
Right.
But there's something about Dawn of the Dead that I appreciate.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not really big into zombie movies neither. But I like Resident Evil. I just wish they would have adapted it more from the video game than what we got.
I've heard a lot of
yes
say that.
Because the video game is way more the video game is scary. At least the first couple. Shit. Them fucking creatures pop out on you. You got the lights off in your room. You'll go turn the light on real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I've heard a lot of people say back in the day that they had nightmares from playing that video game.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't get no nightmares. I didn't get no nightmares, but I start turning the light on when I played it.
Nice.
Like, shit. I'll be completely honest. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I mean? Shit. Just like still to this day, watching the original Exorcist, I keep the lights on, especially when that scene where you get the devil flashing in and out. Nah, I'm good. I'm keeping my light on.
It's still a classic.
Yes. I'm keeping my light on. I don't trust it. Like, listen. Hell no. You know what I mean? Shit, them flashes, I ain't gonna lie. When I be seeing that, like if I had the light off, sometimes I'd look over to the side to make sure shit wasn't flashing next to me. Like shit. Like for real. But see, that's the beautiful thing about, especially old school horror movies. See, I feel like the older we get, the less scared we get of these movies because we know it's just a movie. But when you go back and rewatch, especially these older films, you understand how they were able to scare you in those moments, even as an adult. In certain moments, you'll get to catch on. Okay, now I understand how they were able to do that. I'm now able to understand how they were able to get me to jump in this scene when normally I probably wouldn't jump at all. Like, that's what I love about our genre. Like, honestly, it's crazy. You know what I mean? There's so many layers to the horror genre that you can enjoy.
Oh, definitely. Because if you like paranormal, if you like body horror, which I don't necessarily venture towards myself.
Right.
Slasher, which is a classic.
Yep.
You've got psychological horror. You've got mystery horror. I mean, there's so many. There's so many subgenres. Right.
I'm not gonna lie. I have to say for me, and I love my slashers, but I love it when a slasher is a whodunit.
Mm-hmm.
I do. I just feel like it adds that extra layer of suspense, and you want to kind of do some detective work a little bit. You want to guess. There's some movies you just go into and you don't want to sit there and just know automatically who the killer is or what's actually happening.
Yeah, that's true.
You want to be able to figure shit out, and I love that about whodunits. That's what I love about Scream. I kind of hope they fix this issue of kind of making the killers predictable a little bit. You know what I mean? And this next one, I want some killers that we're not expecting.
Yeah, there were some major holes for sure.
Yeah, and that's the thing, real quick to veer off, the movie, but that's what Radio Silence said. They said that they basically did that on purpose, you know what I mean, because they wanted to be funny about it, which is why they had the whole dialogue with Bailey saying, "Oh, you fuck with my family, you die." And I'm just like, okay, I get certain things you're to try to be funny with. That's not it, in my opinion, because you're spoiling the fun for the fans who really want to guess who the killers are. And when you give it away like that, it's just like,
it was a little over the top at times.
Exactly. Yes, exactly. Like, I'll be honest, like, I remember I was talking to Steven when I was able to get him on the channel for Scream Omnibus 1 through 3. He actually was able to stay on through 2 of them or whatever. And we got on the conversation about Scream 6. And he was like, Marcus, he was like, did you have a hard time guessing who the killers were? And I said, absolutely not. I said, the moment Quinn said that her brother, died in a car accident, I said, that's Richie's sister.
Yeah, they gave it away.
And they gave it away. And I'm just like, that's Richie's sister. Like, come on now. You know what I mean? And then Bailey with the whole tears works. And we all already kind of had Ethan, Jack Champion pegged as the killer. So, you know what I mean?
I didn't want him to be, but
I know. But I will say this, though. I mean, this is just my thought of it. And maybe because this is just my theory for him. I respect his character a lot more now that I believe he's the one who did most of the work. And the only reason why I believe that is because I think he was trying to get on the same level as Richie with his father. Yeah, I mean, I feel like that scene where the camera cuts over to him when Bailey's spewing about the bond between a father and his first son, and you see Ethan's face. For me, that was a dead giveaway that Ethan did most of the work because he was trying to impress Bailey.
I mean, I could see that, but I'm not sold on Ethan at all. I'm just not.
Oh, I'm not saying he was like a great killer, but I will say this: he tried to be brutal. I give him points for the effort because he tried to be brutal. I will say this: I feel like he was the closest Ghostface in terms of brutality to Charlie. Because, I mean, in my opinion, Charlie's the most brutal in the whole franchise. The way he killed Olivia, and just in that video where you seen him stabbing Marnie, Charlie was vicious. He was violent. You don't gotta like the character. But his Ghostface game was gnarly. It was. He was vicious. He was brutal. And
if we're going by brutality alone, then yes. But
yes, that's what I'm saying.
By intelligence, I'm going with Roman all the way.
Roman was a pretty smart motherfucker. Yes, he was.
He was very calculating.
Very.
If you really actually think about all the things that he did.
Yeah.
Like, if you broke it down, you're like, damn, he really thought this through.
Yep.
He got what he wanted.
Yep.
He wanted Sydney out of hiding. Guess what? Got it.
Very true. He did. I don't think
he wanted his mother dead.
That's
got
true.
It.
And I don't think we give enough credit to Roman for that aspect. You know what I mean? Because even if he did have help, like we think he did, just the planning and everything was so perfectly well executed. And then how about the way he faked his death?
Yeah.
Like Roman was the shit. And I know people, give him shit for, they say he's too whiny and stuff like that. Well, put yourself in his fucking shoes for a second. The kid was, deprived of having that real family he always was supposed to have. And it wasn't his fault. You know what I mean?
Roman is whiny.
I don't neither. You know what I mean? I think I would have reacted somewhat in the same way. Like, fuck, you had everything that I didn't. And
I'm not gonna lie though, I do love what Sydney says. Why don't you take
some
responsibility?
Responsibility. Yep, you got to be accountable for your actions. I love it. I love that whole dialogue in that scene because she's like, you know why you kill people, Roman, do you? And he's like, damn it, fucking damn it. He's going crazy.
There's no one else to blame.
Yep. Fuck you. And they just start fucking fighting. I really admire that scene because they captured the feeling of a brother-sister fight just on a way more physical level.
Yep.
They captured that so perfectly, in my opinion. And when you go back and rewatch the original 3, especially 1 and 3, you know what I mean? Like, the storytelling, especially in terms of Sydney, but also Maureen's journey, that's fire storytelling. It really is. Like, they did a fantastic job with that. And we got to get back up on our project for Marine as well, because I still have your piece that you wrote.
I know.
And
My mind is still blown with what I came up with. I'm just like,
girl,
damn.
girl, you did phenomenal with that. Like, I remember like sitting down and really like having a time to go through it all, and I'm just like, holy shit, she fucking nailed it. Like, nailed it to a T, in my opinion. Like, a lot of the stuff you wrote is how I envision kind of it playing out inside of a movie. You know what I mean? And stuff, just obviously with extra more added layers to it and stuff. And I can't wait to when we can really hone in on that and get that project done. I know it might even take a little bit to get to it. But when we get to that project, I think with me, you, Destin, I'm pretty sure Bob might still want to be in on it, but I know for a fact it's me, you, and Destin. And I think with our minds, I think we can make something happen.
Oh, definitely.
Something special happen, because I have a lot of great ideas for that too, you know. And I'll even say this. Now, I'm going to go back and rewatch Scream 96. I'll share it with you backstage when we get off of here and stuff. But in so many ways, when we do get to this project, I kind of want to change the way we look at the original Scream to a degree, from a certain aspect. And I'll explain when we get backstage.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna check out the rest of you guys' comments, and then me and Carey are gonna head out for tonight. I greatly appreciate all you guys stopping in and checking us out, watching this movie with us. Even if you don't like it, like Melissa, just the fact that you guys hung out, showed some love and support. You know what I mean? Having a great time listening to us conversate, and not just about Seven, but about other movies as well, even comparing it to Seven or certain aspects. Guys, I greatly appreciate you guys hanging out with us. And even more so, I appreciate Carey being able to come on here tonight, because it's been long overdue.
Of course, this was a blast.
Absolutely. Tino, come on, man. Oh, okay. I missed that wrong. He said, I think people say he's whining literally just because of the final scene where he's like, damn it, fucking damn it. Yeah. I mean, I think it's more because, when he said, you're going to pay for the life you stole from me, for the mother, for the family, and for the stardom and stuff. And I think
that should have
been mine. Yes. I think that's where a lot of people, in the way he delivered it, was like, oh, he's too whiny and stuff like that. And I never saw it that way.
No, he was vengeful, and he just felt like everything was taken away from him.
Yes, he was vengeful, but he also had that still raw emotion of a kid who was abandoned. You know what I mean? And stuff. So that's why I put myself in his shoes, and I don't consider him whiny like that. And stuff. Like, he's a fantastic killer.
My top fave ghost faces for sure.
Oh yeah, there's no doubt about it. If I'm not mistaken, now I am going to do a Scream Killer re-ranking, but if I'm not mistaken, I think I had him, I want to say at number 3 or 4. I'm pretty sure it was one of those two, but he's definitely up there.
I have him at 2, and there's a reason.
Okay. I understand. Hey, I'm not going to disagree with that. I think you can put him up there as one of the top 2. Top 3.
Believe it or not, I actually have Stu as number 1.
I don't agree with that notion either. I don't.
Yeah, I have Stu, Roman, Mickey, then Billy.
Especially if it's proven Stu is alive. There's no doubt, in my opinion, at that point, you got to put him as your number 1 Ghostface. Because then you not only got to count the body of work from Scream 1996, but you got to count the body of work that he's been putting in over these new films. If he is revealed to be alive, and if he's revealed to be a part of Scream 5 and 6, like we
Or a
believe him to be.
mastermind.
Yes, yes. But I honestly think he's in action. I honestly do, especially in that Gale Weathers scene. That two hands clutching the knife, raising it above his head. That's Stu's move. You know, so like, and then we get the Woodsboro phone number. Like, come on, you know. So I just hope they're not dropping a whole bunch of clues that point to Stu Macher, only to have somebody who's mimicking him.
I hope not.
I know. I think they have a tremendous opportunity. Yes, they have a tremendous opportunity to bring a previous killer we thought was dead back. And you know this. I think they have that opportunity with a couple of these, you know, with a couple killers, you know, like Charlie, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. And I personally, I think Charlie and Stu, when you really look at it, they are in so many ways similar into how they both were underappreciated as killers compared to their counterparts or what have you. They both were basically set up to be the fall guy. You know what I mean? Nobody really looks at this aspect of it. Well, Stu didn't really get the girl at first neither. Remember, he wanted Casey, and she dumped him for Steve.
This is true.
You know, so there's when I really like look at Stu and Charlie, and we got to remember, Sidney even said it in Scream 4. You're right, Charlie. You and Trevor are the new Billy and Stu. Trevor and you. You know, so there's just so many. Like when I go back and rewatch these films and I break down these characters, Stu Macher and Charlie Walker to me really like have a lot of similarities, and I would love to see them pair up. I'm not going to lie. I think it would be a fun, brutal film if that would be found out that both of them are alive and are actually working together as part of the Stu Macher Ghostface cult. You know what I mean? I think that would be pretty cool. You know what I mean? But that's just me. And I understand a lot of people don't want to see that. And I respect that. You know what I mean? I understand there's a lot of people out there that don't really fucks with Charlie like that. You know what I mean? But me personally, I do. And I think that with great writing and great creativity, you can make something like this happen to where even those who do not like Charlie Walker might be able to digest him being alive and coming back.
Definitely would probably respect him more if we
Right.
saw more from him.
Right. You know, and, you know, I say this about the Stab subreddit, you know, all the time now. It's nothing against Stu, but Stu is old school. Especially if we believe that he was locked up for so long and maybe got busted out of prison or whatever. In my opinion, I don't think Stu would really know how to run a Stab subreddit like that. However, Charlie and Kirby Reed do. You know what I mean? People forget that Kirby was actually a part of Cinema Club. You know, and Charlie was the front runner of it. He was the one who created it. So I don't know. And that's what we talk about. Like, so many layers in the Scream franchise is crazy. So crazy. The more
Definitely a lot of layers.
I feel like the more you go back and watch those films and you peel back the layers, the more you respect and appreciate the franchise even more. Because even if it wasn't their intention for certain things, you can put it into a perspective as, okay, if I'm going to be a creator and do a Scream movie, I see this aspect of this character this way. So maybe now I might implement that in my Scream movie and stuff like that, as opposed to how everybody else sees a certain character and stuff like that. And it's the more you watch it, it's just becoming even more likable, I think, in my opinion, in that regard. Okay, check some more of you guys' comments out. Jason says, I agree with you, Marcus, on Ethan. If Stu ends up not coming back, I will give him credit for the attack on Gale. When Ghostface was pinned with the pan and shot through the door, that was a male yelp. Yeah.
I've heard that. I've heard that from a couple of people.
I will say this, and I actually put it in my video when I talked about who killed who in Scream. When Ghostface attacks Tara outside the apartment right before the bodega scene, when Tara elbows him, you can hear, one, the voice changer is not on, and two, you can hear a young man's yelp in that scene. To me, that was Ethan. And I know the whole time crunch between when Bailey calls Samantha and then the bodega scene happened is tight. But I say we got to keep in mind, we only see the shot of Samantha and Tara walking out the door. We don't know within that time frame if Ethan went out that door neither. And we know for a fact there's other exits to the apartment because in the alleyway, you see there's an exit door that Bailey comes out of from the bottom level floor. So me personally, I think that was Ethan that did most of it. But that's just me. No, you're right, Dino. Sydney still cared about her brother the way she held his hand after she stabs him and he's dying. Yeah.
Parts. That is
one
of my. I loved that part.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It was that moment for her, even in a fucked up situation, to bond with him, because at the end of the day, I think deep down inside, she didn't blame him for what transpired in her life. I mean, she did, but at the same time, I feel like she kind of felt where he was coming from.
I think she basically put all that shit aside.
Right.
And she just saw him as her brother.
Her brother. Yep. I agree with that.
I think in a way she probably wished that she knew him.
Right. Jason, a nice one, saying, thank you, Marcus and Carey, for a great watch party. Really enjoyed your watch. And 7 again, you both are awesome. Thank you so much, Jason. You're awesome as well, my friend.
Thank you, Jason. You're awesome too.
Heck yeah, I'm glad we did this because Carey was supposed to be a part of our Mindhunters watch party that happened on Thursday. I originally had that scheduled for Wednesday, but because Destin, it wasn't good for him, and I wanted Destin to be a part of the stream because he's the one who put me on the Mindhunters. He said Thursday would be best, and unfortunately, Carey wasn't able to make it because she had to work. But then she pitched the idea about, hey, why not do a 7 watch party? And I'm like, hey, I'm down with it. I love 7. Let's do it.
Hell yeah.
That's right, Philip Morgan saying, take some effing responsibility. That's right. Million saying Stu is dead. 6. I think y'all are imagining these clues. Well, buddy, when they're actually showing the clues in the movie, I find it kind of hard to imagine. Like, bro, how do you explain the killer that was attacking Gail, mimicking Stu Macher's style of killing to a T? Both hands clutched on a knife, raising the arms above his head. If you don't believe me, go back and rewatch Scream 1996. He does it multiple times. Even when he's stabbing Billy Loomis with the fake corn syrup scene, he has both hands on a knife while stabbing him. And I don't know if you called it Million, but the number that called Gail Weathers was a Woodsboro area phone number. Come on, man. I don't know. Listen, nobody has to believe Stu Macher or any of these characters, Charlie Walker, whoever. Y'all don't have to believe they're alive. That's your opinion. You know what I mean? And I respect that full-heartedly. But to say that we're imagining the clues when the clues are literally right on screen, in my opinion, is a tad bit preposterous. There is definitely multiple clues through Scream 5 and Scream 6 that point, or at least drop Easter eggs about Stu Macher. It does. And they do the same for Charlie Walker. And I'm actually, after I'm done with this stream, I'm actually finishing up that video and discussing about that as well. So, again, you don't have to believe, Stu is alive. That's your opinion. But when I watch Scream 5 and Scream 6, and I see certain things or hear certain things that even Stu Macher said himself, and then see certain style of attacks happen out the way that he done it, how can I ignore the possibility that he could be alive? So I'm telling you, man, like, you can think we're imagining these clues, but it's there in the movie. We're all watching it. Like, now, could it be somebody mimicking Stu's style? Sure. You know what I mean? Do I hope that's the case? No, because to me, that's just, why do all that? You know what I mean? That's just dumb, in my opinion. You know what I mean? You could just let these killers have their own style, like they have throughout the franchise. So when you have a killer who is literally mimicking a past killer that a lot of people believe is alive, I don't think it's just fan service. And you got to keep in mind, one of the writers is a big Stumacher fan. And every radio silence interview that they do, one side teases, oh, Stu's dead. The other side teases, oh, no, he's not. Or it's not impossible to bring him back. So, I mean, again, man, I just think the clues are very much there. And if you don't choose to see them, hey, that's perfectly fine. You are entitled to see what you want to see or believe what you want to believe, my friend. But me personally, Stu lives. As well as Charlie Walker. I had to plug him. That's my boy, man. I ain't even gonna lie, I like Charlie. I do. I mean, I know a lot of people don't like this character, but me, I guess the reason why I like Charlie is because he wasn't that over-the-top, likable type killer, like character. You know what I mean? He was the dorky type. He was the simpy type, if that's what you want to call. Jamie likes to call him the cuck. You know what I mean? And stuff. He wasn't nothing glamorous in terms of character-wise. But his Ghostface game, in terms of brutality, it hit me in my heart. It did.
I get it.
No, and you're right, Million. Anybody can mimic a killing style, but you have to ask yourself as the viewer, why go through all that trouble trying to mimic why would, as a creator, especially when you know people think that this character is alive, and one of your writers is a believer of this as well. Why would you go through all the trouble of doing all that to not pay it off at all? That's just my issue with that, about somebody mimicking Stumacher's killing style, as well as up until this point, why wasn't that done before? Why wasn't the mimicking of the killer styles done before? You didn't see that really up until Scream 5. Not even Jill or Charlie mimicked Stumacher or Billy Loomis, and they were supposed to be the original remakers of the remake. Remember that. They were supposed to be the one making the new Stab 1, Scream 1, which is supposed to be a mimicking, but a one-upping of the original. Not even them decided to mimic Stumacher, Stumacher or Billy Loomis. So, me personally, I mean, yeah, anybody can mimic a killing style, but that's not being done for no reason. Then you have all the other clues that add on top of it. So, I just think, me personally, he's alive, man. But again, I respect your opinion, Million. Dino asks, do y'all think Sydney has some resentment towards her mom cheating with Billy's dad and kind of starting everything, even though Roman showed Billy she did still have a part of that? Yeah, absolutely. Sure. You actually get this, Dino, in the beginning of Scream 3. Excuse me, when we get introduced to Sydney, when she's talking to her dad, and she says to her dad, basically, why did mom have so many secrets? And none of this would have happened if she hadn't, and Sydney didn't finish. But she was implying basically that she was blaming her mom for what happened.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
Which is why Maureen came and paid a visit to her ass in her dreams and told her, "You're just like me." Poison.
She haunted her ass.
Hell yeah, man! Listen, that is one creepy ass scene. Lynn McCree killed that scene.
Yeah, I don't care what anyone says. That scene is magical to me.
It is.
I love
I
it because
remember-
it's a dream within a dream within a dream. I love
Yes.
that.
Yes, I remember watching that scene. So at that point, 2000, I was about to be like probably 11 years old when the movie came out. Yeah, it was only a couple months away from my 11th birthday. And I remember being a kid watching that scene. And I remember looking at her, I'm like, she's supposed to be dead. And I'm just like, what is she doing? And she
Dude,
comes
when I
up to
was
the
younger
window.
and I watched that, I was creeped out. I was creeped
Yes,
out. by
that's what
that
I'm
scene.
saying. Like, I'm like, ain't she supposed to be dead? Like, why is she in that white gown looking like this? And she's so pasty and stuff. And then she comes up and she's like, Sid, come here. And at that point, the way the voice sounded,
You?
yes, the way the voice sounded, I'm like, oh, this is like a ghost. Holy shit. I'm like, oh, that was a really nice touch on that scene. I enjoyed that.
The blood on the fingertips were the nice touch.
It really was. Yes,
my
I
God.
agree. And when she went,
Or
basically when her
scraping against
nails,
Yes,
when
scraping
her
against
nails
the
dug
glass.
across the window, you see the black, like crock and stuff. That was
Yes.
good. That was
loved
really,
that.
really good.
She
Hell
did
yeah. See, people give Scream 3 a lot of flack, but they did a lot of good things in that movie.
They really did.
They did. I enjoy Scream 3.
I
There
think
to
it's
me
because
is
it has such a different feel than the others,
right.
and it kind of had to. But you know
Right.
what? I adore it because it has a different feel,
Absolutely.
and we
Absolutely.
get the most human Sydney in Scream 3. I don't
Very
care what
true.
anyone says. We get the most human final girl in Scream 3.
You're right.
Because we see her flaws, we see her weaknesses, and we don't really
Yeah.
see that in any of the others.
Very, very true.
Maybe
Very
like
true.
we get
Also-
a little tiny glimpse of it in Scream 2.
Also,
when-
even when she says in Scream 2, I'm tired of running. What is she doing in Scream 3? She's running. She's hiding. She's still in fear. She's still in fear for her life.
Well,
You
when
know?
Dewey says, why are you here? You should be back there. And she's like, well, actually, what was I doing there?
Right. Exactly. And I feel like at that moment, especially when Ghostface called her again, I think it was that moment she realized, okay, I said I was done running before, but this time I'm really done running from this motherfucker. Like I'm going right at him. I have no other choice. One way or another, he's gonna find me. So I might as well put myself at least in a safer position, and at least to where I encounter whoever this Ghostface is, I might not be alone. And I definitely agree with you that we got the most human Sidney Prescott in Scream 3 that we've seen.
and
And that
Roman
kind
played
of
the
carried
most
over to Scream 4 too.
Roman played-
No, what was you saying, Carey?
Oh, I was just saying Roman played the most mind games with her too. Because he knew that one spot, he knew that one weak spot, and he was able to keep hitting it because he knew how she felt about her mother. And
Yep.
he used that against her in that replicating, or why am I?
Yeah, the house, the replicated house.
Yes. Like seeing,
Woodsboro.
seeing the scene of her murder, and then just like hearing her voice, like it's crazy that people don't see how amazing Scream 3 is.
Right. Oh, that's another creepy
Things that
scene.
the others haven't done.
That's another creepy scene. I'm gonna say it this way: the whole piping in Marine's voice was fucking creepy. Especially when Sydney goes into the blood-soaked room and she's like, "I lied, Sydney. I'll never protect you at all. You don't deserve to be protected. You didn't protect me." I'm just like, yo, this chick is fucking creepy, man. Like, and then you see whoever's underneath, the evidence bag. Sydney, won't you give mommy a kiss and we'll make love? I'm like, oh, like what the fuck? Like, yo, shit. Like they did, and that's why I think I like Scream 3 so much, is because Scream, in my opinion, the first two was definitely more slasher based, and Scream 3, you got a little bit more creepiness, a creepiness element when you added Maureen Prescott's voice and her, her flashback scene as a ghost. When you did that, you added a level of creepiness.
Supernatural.
Yes, you added a supernatural and a level of creepiness that we weren't used to in the Scream franchise. Mm-mm. And I appreciate that, because that shit still to this day, it's just like, ooh, man, that's creepy. Like, man, I wish Wes was still with us.
Uh-oh, we lost. Oh,
yeah, I know. I've seen that. I've seen it lag for a second. But I was saying, I wish Wes Craven was still with us. Like,
was that his way of saying, "Hey, I'm here. I'm listening to this"?
Probably.
Whoa.
Probably.
Here. We love you. We respect you, and we wish you were still here making magical Scream films.
Just films, because even in general.
Does it like you. Nobody did it like you.
No, I can agree to that. And don't get me wrong, I love me some John Carpenter. You know what I mean? But I feel like John Carpenter, even though he has some horror classics, he was kind of more of he was alternative. He also had other movies that weren't horror.
Yes.
Wes, he was horror.
Did you see Music of the Heart?
I've never seen that, but I'm saying most of his movies were suspense thriller horror.
Yes.
The majority.
But just so you know, you need
Music of the Heart.
Of the Heart.
No.
Meryl Streep. That's all I gotta say.
Okay. What is it like? Is it a musical?
No, it's actually based on a true story. It's about this woman that she has to move to another neighborhood, and she's a music teacher. And they're troubled teens, and she has to, I'm trying to figure out the right way to explain it, because I'm horrible at explaining things. So basically, she's teaching these kids how to appreciate music, and they end up having a concert, and she turns these kids around because they're all troubled.
Okay.
So it's really a beautiful film. And Wes always wanted to do something like that. And in my opinion, he accomplished what he wanted to accomplish with that film. Because he wanted at least one film that was not horror. And in my opinion, he accomplished it.
He implemented that in Roman's character. Remember what Roman said. All I wanted to do was make a classic love story. And the studio said I could. I just had to make a scary movie for him.
Yeah, he wanted to make a love story.
Yes. Wow.
And you know what? There is love story elements in Music of the Heart.
Wow. That's fucking brilliant. Yep. Wow. That's just pure brilliance right there. I
feel like Wes put a lot of himself in Scream 3, in Roman, because, I mean, let's be honest. John Milton, dude, it's the Weinsteins, and he's saying, fuck you.
Yes, absolutely.
And that was brilliant.
In all honesty, I think he was calling out the industry in general.
Yes.
You know what I mean? He was
Hollywood in general.
Yes, Hollywood in general. And what really let me know about that is when Milton said, if you want to get ahead in Hollywood, you got to play the game.
Play the game. Yeah.
Or go home.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And it's interesting because it reminded me of a Matthew Lillard interview years later, to where the interviewer was asking him about his place in Hollywood. And Matthew said, I understand where my place in Hollywood is, and I'm okay with that. You know what I mean? Like basically saying how they, in so many ways, canceled him out.
Oh, I
and stuff.
definitely feel like they did because,
Oh
in
yeah,
my opinion, his career should be so much farther. In my opinion,
absolutely,
because that
absolutely.
man,
He's a
his
phenomenal
acting,
actor. I don't
yeah,
see how people don't see what we see. I mean, and I get it. And we say it all the time. You're entitled to your own opinion and your own views. I just don't understand how you cannot like Matthew Lillard, the actor. We're not talking about Stu Macher. We're talking about Matthew Lillard, the actor. Everything I've ever seen him in, he is fucking brilliant. He owns the part that he plays to a T.
yes,
Like
he commits to it.
The Curve, I just watched The Curve last week for the
Oh my
first
god,
time.
I love The Curve.
You talk about mastermind. If you're gonna make Stu Macher mastermind, watch that fucking movie.
Yeah, he did amazing.
He's amazing. Like I'm watching that movie and I'm just like, man, if I wanted to make Stu Macher a mastermind, I know what movie I'm pinching ideas off of.
If
Like,
you want a fantastic comedy, you need to see Dish Dogs.
uh-oh. Ditch Dogs?
Yes. It's him, Sean Astin, Shannon Elizabeth, and Brian Dennehy.
Oh, yeah, that's a good lineup.
Yes, it is an all-star cast, and it is a hilarious movie. It's
Okay.
actually me and my mom's favorite movie that we love to watch together.
Okay. Ditch Dogs. I
Yep.
I appreciate the name. I appreciate the first name because I'm a dishwasher by trade outside of content creating.
And guess what? That actually has a lot to do with the movie. They are, in
Why did
fact,
I think that?
dishwashers.
Why did I think that? I'm definitely watching it now. It is going down. I'm watching
You
this
have
movie.
to. You have to, because they travel. They go to different
Okay.
places and they wash dishes. They get
Okay.
their money and then they go to the next place. And they also are surfers.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Oh,
Holy
and they're
shit.
philosophers.
Okay. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna check this out. You know what I mean? Hey, I appreciate a movie that shows love to the dishwasher.
And they do, because Sean Astin literally has a dialogue where he's specifying, he's like, hey, there is a lot more to dishwashing than just washing a dish. It is an art. It is an art form. He goes into it.
It really is. I can attest to it. I could go on for hours, honestly, about it. You know what I mean? But I'll encapsulate it with this. You know what I mean? As somebody with personal experience, and I say this to everybody, and I implore this to everybody, especially when I see, and I'm not like trying to hate on it or nothing, but I see people make videos and they'll give like a big tip to the server and the cooks. But what about your dishwashers? Without the dishwasher, the cook can't cook its food because they don't got clean plates, and the server can't serve.
That's very true.
You know, so
You get no love because you're in the back.
exactly.
Nobody can see you.
And it's like, in all honesty, as somebody who's been in the restaurant industry for basically all my life, and I've done just about everything, even cooked, even though I didn't like cooking or whatever. The dishwasher is the most important aspect of a restaurant because you need somebody to provide you with clean ceramics to sell your customers. Otherwise, you're going to be getting everybody fucking sick.
That's true.
Like, it's the truth, you know? So I got to watch this movie. I feel like now, Carey, you put me onto a movie that was made for me.
You're going to fall in love with it because there's just something about it. The reason why I love it is because they're two people. They're just free-spirited.
Nice.
Now, Matthew Lillard, his character is more like, he's doing his own thing. He's just trying to have fun. He's with his friend, and he's just along for the ride. But Sean Astin, his character, he's more in depth with, finding himself and finding an epiphany and trying to figure out what life is. And it's just, I don't know, there's something about it that I adore. Like, the humor between these two people are just, it's a dynamic duo.
Yeah, I'm definitely watching this because he's Sean Astin. He's a classic actor as well, especially from his childhood.
Wait till you see him in it. That's all I gotta say.
Okay.
He does not get enough credit. Like after you see this, you're gonna be like, wow, why doesn't he get enough credit?
Yeah, I think once I'm done tonight, taking care of everything I got to take care of, I think I'm gonna pop that on because
Yeah.
I want to check it out. It sounds like it was a movie that was made for dishwashers around the world like myself.
Yeah.
My
It really
goodness.
is.
Oh man, I gotta check this out. Okay, so two boys that are scary. Pops asks Marcus, if Stu is still alive. If Stu is alive, I have a question. What condition do you think he is in with the damage he suffered in Scream 1? Well, I think there's a possibility he might have some scarring on his face. I think that would actually be a cool element to add to kind of homage that TV falling on his head in Scream 1. I think he would still be okay. Honest, I don't think he would be like, maybe a little off, like maybe some people would think, and stuff like that. I think he would still be the same Stu Macher. And the reason why is because it has been proven through multiple studies that TV doesn't weigh shit. It doesn't weigh anything. You know what I mean? So, I mean, you can count the electricity and you can count all that, but to me, it wasn't enough. You know what I mean? It wasn't enough to really mess him up, per se. I think Stu is A-okay. I really do. You know what I mean? We'll have to wait and see, though. But I think he's still in pretty good condition.
Hey,
We're not. You know what, Million? All I'm going to say to you is this: when Stu Macher makes his grand return, whether it be in Scream 7 or possibly Scream 8, I think a lot of people are overlooking that aspect that Radio Silence might do a four-parter, especially if we are mirroring the first three movies. Why would they not choose to mirror the fourth? Just throwing it out there. But when Stu Macher makes his grand return back into the franchise and proves to you once and for all that he is alive and very well and back to kill again, I'm going to come here on one of these live streams. I'm going to personally dedicate it to you, my friend. And I'm going to, the intro is, I'm not going to say no intro. I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to appear on the camera with my arms crossed like this for a good minute. And then I'm going to ask you, is there anything else? That's it. That's it, bro.
Can you
I'm
do
telling
that
you.
to Fate first, though?
Huh?
Can you do that to Fate Decided first, though?
Okay. Yeah. Hold on. I would, but I think Steven would like to do the honors.
Right.
Them two have been going back and forth over this for so long now, and I love it. I love it. I remember watching that Lethal Collector stream where they had that like 30-minute debate. Gold. Amazing. Loved it. Absolutely loved it.
I once put fuel on that fire.
I'm sure you did.
I said something about Stu, and oh my god, it ended up turning into like a heated argument for about like 20 minutes. And
Oh, wow.
Like, I feel bad for bringing something up.
What stream was this?
Oh my god. That was a while back.
I'm going to go digging. Was it on the collective?
Yeah.
I'll go digging.
It was probably even before Scream 5.
Oh, wow. So we going back. We going back to when basically right before I came into the community.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Yeah, we going back. Let's go. Let's take a trip down memory lane.
Maybe it wasn't before, because I think that's basically because I came into the community around the time that Scream 5 was coming out.
Okay. Yeah, I came in.
So maybe I'm going way too back. Way too.
I know I started talking to Steven. I first started reaching out in the chat box in like October of 2021. And then I really started hanging out once Scream was about to come out and stuff like that. And then it just obviously took off from there. So I'd say from
Yeah.
like December of 2021 is when I really officially became a part of the community, because I created my I Shot Him Six Times channel January 1st of 2022, but I didn't start posting videos till like the end of February, and stuff like that. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't ready yet.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't nowhere near ready and stuff. And then once I, started watching Steven, watching Knight, watching how these guys did certain things and start looking it up even more. Okay, how do you, do this? How do you do that? That's when I started getting into it. And I love it. I'm so glad that I'm here in this community with you all. Like it's fun and it's exhilarating. Like, and I cannot wait to share my experience at Texas Frightmare Weekend with you guys. I cannot wait. And Carey, I don't know what you're doing. I got to look it up, but I think Monster Mania is going to be back around your way, or at least close, like Jersey wise anyway. I want to say August, like it was last year. I don't know if would be down to do it, but if how funds is looking and all that. But if you could make it, we should definitely all link up at Monster Mania, at least some of us anyway.
August. I might need more time, like maybe like next year.
That's fine. Hey, listen, I implore you, crawl before you walk with these conventions, because you do got to bring a couple dollars.
Yeah,
Especially
I'm guessing
if you want to maximize like a lot of shit, like you got a bucket list of people you want to see that happen to be at the same convention, you're going to need some gringo.
Yeah.
You are. You know what I mean? Like,
No, I get it. Yeah.
oh yeah, definitely and stuff. But I will tell you, it's worth it. I am going to say this. I mean, I'm a little bummed by it, but I'm pretty sure a photo op is still on the table if it's not sold out already. But I'm not going to be able to get any signatures from Carpenter because it's VIP only, and they're actually doing like a draft where only a certain amount of people are going to get picked to get an autograph signed from him, because they said the volume of people that is coming there to see him is too high.
Understandable.
Like, oh yeah, that's bound to happen.
Yeah.
But okay, everyone, this was definitely a fun stream and stuff, but we are going to head out here for tonight. I'm sure Carey's getting a little tired, because I know I am, and I definitely do want to get some of these videos finished that I have here waiting in the wings, and I want to have them published by the end of the night. But this was definitely fun. I appreciate everybody who stopped in to hang out with me and Carey tonight. I appreciate you, Carey, Dino, and Ryan for becoming new cast and crew members of the community, of the channel. And this was just a great time, you guys. And Carey, we are definitely going to be linking up here for some more live streams soon. We're definitely going to, try our best to match our schedules and see what we can come up with, because there's definitely a lot of topics that, and movies out there that we could definitely pick each other's brain and talk about.
Yeah, let me know.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, so I'm going to meet you backstage, Carey. Everybody else, y'all have a blessed night.
Peace, everyone. Now you get to stare at my face.
I asked for a favor and then I cut out. I'm still learning the whole phone gig.
That's why I was like, now you get to stare at my face.
Right? That's right. I dipped out. I said, do me a favor. And I said, peace. Okay.
I'm like,
so do me a favor, everyone. If you haven't already, share this stream on your social medias so new viewers can come across this stream who have not been a part of this tonight, as well as share the link to the channel. It definitely helps out a lot. If you have not done so already, if you are a new viewer to this channel, if you have not done so already, subscribe to Carey Craves Cinema's channel. I have her link in the description of my stream. Guys, definitely go check out her content. She's an amazing person, an amazing content creator. I promise you guys, you will not be disappointed. But definitely, everybody here in chat, do me a favor and share this stream so we can get some more viewers in here, as well as have some new people join the community and bust it up with us when we're doing these live streams.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, Philip. LOL, hey, you got to have some funny moments during these streams. You know, you just have to.
We know you're
Okay.
sub.
Yep. 2 boys. Yeah. Hold on. Oh, that was weird. For some reason, okay, I don't know if it was just because I came back in or what, but for some reason, StreamYard said I had another guest, but I don't. But
there's 2 of me.
This was definitely fun, everybody. I'm going to catch you guys later. Stay tuned for my videos that I will be posting here within about an hour, hour and a half. If you guys are up on a late night and want some content to watch, as well as be sure to tune in tomorrow morning. I have to put the stream together, but I will be going live tomorrow morning from 10:30 to about, I want to say maybe 1:30. I'll probably end up going to. And we're going to just have, a conversation about multiple horror movies that I'm going to put together. So again, everybody, this was definitely fun. I hope you all have a blessed night. And me and Carey are going to catch you guys later.
Peace.
You are now watching I Shot Him 6 Times YouTube horror movie channel.
I shot him 6 times.